watching one on the family computer. But turns out it's not something you find on Pornhub. It is kind of like food porn, though, where you witness the hard pounding of thousands of calories.
Hey! Good morning, everybody. Hello.
Word.
Boy, and we're looking great today. Looking good, feeling good.
And also with you.
Thanks, buddy.
Jam.
It is October the 21st, and we are here in the studio together with you,
live.
waking you up, St. Louis. Time to get out of bed. Time to get up and at 'em, because it's going to be a great day.
It's going to be, guys, this is going to be a great week.
A great week?
Oh, yeah. We got our party on Saturday.
Oh, that's right. We do have the Ballpark Village party on Saturday.
Yes.
Okay. What else this week?
We're just going to rest and hydrate and be ready.
Hydrate.
You know? No stress.
Be ready. No. Why?
Why would we want that?
No. This is going to be a stress-free week, not just for us, but for everybody.
I know.
For all of St. Louis.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, I'm declaring it. This is going to be a stress-free week.
You do declare?
I'm declaring it right now.
All right.
Mark it.
Wow.
10:21 at 6:11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Rizzuto has declared that this will be a stress-free week for the entire St. Louis metropolitan area.
Outstanding.
I was out on Friday. What'd I miss?
Everything.
Yeah.
The best show of the
What'd I
year,
miss?
basically.
We had a great time on Friday.
Well, what'd I miss?
We missed some advertisements.
We talked about
Okay,
a lot of
thank you.
stuff. We got down to the nitty-gritty about some topics.
All right. The nitty-gritty.
No F-bombs. It was
All
a
right.
great day.
Yeah, it was a very successful day.
Great.
Yeah. I got out of here on time.
Yeah.
That was a
Great.
big deal. We were
It was
on
wonderful.
schedule.
On schedule. That's all anybody could ask for.
Yeah. You know, I think that covers it. Back to you.
Perfect. I was down in New Jersey for my mother-in-law's 70th birthday extravaganza.
How was that?
It's fine.
Did she have a great time?
She had a good time. Only fell once.
What does she drink? What does mother-in-law
Birthday
Rizzuto
party, a
drink?
70th birthday party with only one fall?
Yeah.
6
And the birthday girl only fell once, which is fine.
Oh, my goodness.
What did she drink?
Yeah, she had wine.
Everything.
Oh, great.
How did she fall? A trip? Alcohol induced?
It was more of a
stairs?
stumble. I mean, it was more of a stumble trying to pick something up, and then, you know.
Did her shoulder touch the ground?
I think it was full prone, like full-out prone position.
Whoa.
Was this at like a hotel?
It was at a restaurant.
A restaurant banquet room.
Yeah, it was at a restaurant that was closed down for the 50 Russians that attended.
Outstanding.
How many bear?
No bears.
No
Vodka?
bears?
No
You're
bears. No,
kidding
this
me.
was in New Jersey.
Doggone it.
Now, I've been to, Russian parties where there are bears and tutus. Not this time. There hasn't been a bear and a tutu in a long time.
It's a different world we're living in.
Very special
Yeah.
occasions, not so much a
PC.
birthday
Very.
thing.
That was a 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, anniversary.
that's
You're right. A bear is an anniversary.
A bear is an anniversary thing. This is, and Rafe's been to parties like this before, where the entire place is shut down. You get there, and there is booze basically every, like a, you got your vodka, you got your tequila, you got your mixers, you got
Rumplemans.
your whiskey. Basically, every big long table, every 2 feet is another kind of station. Is another station of alcohol. And then food. Like food to start, and then the food just keeps getting rotated out.
What'd you eat?
I mean, Rafe, the normal. The normal Russian food.
No way.
The fish
Everything.
jelly? What is
Shuba?
it?
Which was the beets.
That's the fish under a fur coat.
I thought it was a brass instrument.
They did have a little of that.
Oh, Lord.
It was your typical Russian fare.
They have the meat pie? The gelatin stuff?
I didn't see that.
Oh, man, what a nightmare.
I didn't see that. But it's great to also
Sturgeon?
sturgeon.
Was there fish
They
there?
had all sorts
Okay.
of fish.
God. Imagine flying in for that.
What about pelmeni? I don't know what it is.
They
Palmini's
had
good.
that. Those are like little dumplings.
So
Palmini's
Yanka?
the thing you can, like, get around all the other stuff with. It's
They
basically
had
like gnocchi or whatever that's called.
Yeah,
Borscht?
No, this was no soup. No, no soup. No soup.
No
for
soup
anybody.
Saturday.
Oh, it's a party.
But it's great to see new people come into the fold. Somebody that's never been a part of this before.
Right.
And my wife's got a couple cousins who brought new men. We haven't seen them in a while.
Shout out to the new
cousins.
men.
So the new men get introduced to the family, and one of them happens to be Irish,
My people.
like from Ireland.
Yes.
And you remember the cousin that came to town a couple months ago that just kind of showed up,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This
driving
is new.
through, patting me on the stomach, going, "This is new."
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, you met the leprechaun?" I go, "What?"
What?
He's from Ireland.
I go, "What?"
Yeah.
He's just trying
The
to.
redheaded guy, he's a leprechaun. He kept calling him a leprechaun.
He's
Well,
trying to
that's what we
insult
get
everybody
called.
in the fewest words possible. This is no. You see the leprechaun over here?
I love him.
You met the leprechaun? Yeah, his name is Bill.
He was a pot of gold, huh?
He's a very nice guy. And he kept calling him leprechaun
Well,
the entire night.
the Irishman is probably used to it. Okay. Can we say Irishman? Is that wrong? I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I'm Irish. I can say
I'm like,
whatever.
every time you call him a leprechaun, you're insulting him.
Yeah. What can you call a Russian guy
fine.
that will upset the Russian people? Maybe he could have fought back a little bit, have a little World War III.
This guy's just trying to just get through the evening.
Okay.
He's just trying to get through the evening unscathed. Have a couple drinks, stay out of the way.
The Russian and the Irishman should have been loving each other. Potatoes, right? Irish people love potatoes.
Yes. Irish people do love potatoes. Thank you, Learn.
Okay.
But he kept calling him a leprechaun the entire night. I go, this is offensive.
Was the guy
That's what
hiding
you
in a
said.
tree or something?
Why were you so offended? I'm surprised. You were trying to put a stop
Because
to it?
I was once that new person.
Empathy.
I was once that new person. I just want to see this guy just have a good time, get out of there relatively unscathed.
Yeah, and feel welcome with your family.
Did you go talk to the leprechaun? No, you did
No,
not.
I did not.
Okay, well, that's how you could have made him
'cause he's a
feel
I was
so
very
wrong.
busy.
What were you doing? You're in a photo booth. I saw a photo.
I was keeping up with the Russians. I had a great time. I had a great time. So
you-
successful New Jersey trip. It was fine.
Dancing?
This was not a dancing party.
Really?
Yeah. My mother-in-law didn't want it.
She wanted to be the only one
She
that
wanted
fell
everybody.
down.
Yeah, she wanted everybody to just hang out, and everybody did. It was fine.
You know what dancing leads to.
Yeah, more dancing.
Gift table?
Gift table.
Like, did people bring gifts or?
I didn't see.
Oh, okay.
It was probably a lot of envelopes.
Cash. Nice.
Because that's what you need when you're 70 is cash.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
70 like a? That's not a gift. That's not a gift giving.
Right, they're
Sure it is.
they're giving stuff out of their own. You know what I'm saying? They're purging. They start the purge at 70.
Yeah, in fact, for 70th birthdays, we should all go to their house and take something. Everyone
Not a
just
bad
takes
idea.
something.
Yeah, help
That's
them
what
out.
you do. But also, if you want to give him anything, just give him Cole's cash.
Yeah, and my mother's next birthday,
like
well,
Kohl's.
there's nothing at their house.
70's not a gift
what
giving.
70-year-olds like.
Gift giving birthday.
Nah, well, is this your conscience trying to speak up and
I paid for half of the party.
be
Okay.
Hey, St. Louis, everybody should know.
Everybody
That's
should
smart.
know
You
who's
asked.
dead.
You asked. I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to
That's so
say it.
nice of you. Why did you pay half?
Wow,
Who
you're
paid
the
other
best
half?
son-in-law
My brother-in-law.
ever.
Okay. So the kids, so Mrs. Rizzuto and her bro paid for it.
Right. My wife and her brother paid for the shindig.
Yeah, that's nice.
Plus flying in.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
My presence
Is my present.
is my present.
Did your kids have a good
They
time?
had a great time seeing their cousins. You know, when you live 1,000 miles away from all your family, you know, there is a sadness that, you know, your kids don't grow up with their cousins.
I know.
You know, there's something to be said about that. You know, there is a tinge of like, you know, we moved away. We've been gone for a long time.
You abandoned your family.
I wouldn't say abandoned
Okay.
my
I
family.
Abandoned my boy.
I wouldn't say abandoned my family.
Make up by paying half for this party for the abandonment that.
You know, I've chosen a line of work that took me out of town. And there is a sadness that comes with, you know, when you get there and you see your kids interact with their cousins and their family and the uncles and the aunts. It's sad. You go, I took this away from my kids.
You did. Yeah. You should be together, you know? Have this every weekend. Have that closeness every weekend.
Head out to Jersey. You know, they could always come out here.
That's, well, what can you do out
They
here?
could always come out to us.
Yeah.
I guess it does go both ways, huh?
And then, you know, when you get there, you go, man, I just want, you know, I just want my kids to be close to their family.
You go, the only thing important in life is family.
It's right. You know, and for Russians and Italians, it's, you know, family's very important. And then when we're leaving, we go, oh, thank God we can't be around these people anymore.
Yep.
Thank God we live so far away because I can't deal with this.
I need a break.
This has been great. Goodbye.
This has been great for 3 days, and then, and then thank God we live 1,000 miles away.
Did you stay at a hotel or did
No,
you
we
stay
stayed
with
at
your
my
mother-in-law?
we stayed at my brother-in-law's place.
Oh, and how was that?
That's fine. He's got a very large house.
Great.
Well, we're not in the way.
That's the best.
We're not in the way. Everybody's got their own room.
Bathroom?
Bathroom too.
You and Mills had your own bathroom and the kids had a bathroom?
Yeah.
Cool. That's the best.
They have
Dang.
quite a large house
Cool.
where nobody's on top of each other. Yeah, but honestly, you know, you get in there. We got in there Thursday night, and you know, you kind of get a tear in your eye looking at your kids interacting with their cousins, and you know, the hugs, and you know, they immediately pick up where they left off 6-7 months ago, the last time we saw them.
The inside jokes. It's cool.
And then, as we're on our way to the airport, you're like, oh God, we got to get away from these people.
Yep. That's normal.
That's family, guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's family.
That's the beauty of
That's
the
the
holidays.
beauty of it.
Yeah. No one else I'd rather spend one day a year with and no more
Yeah.
than family.
Especially
Than
when it's your
family.
in-laws. You know, this wasn't even like your blood. This was your wife's
Yeah, I didn't
family.
even get to see my family.
Right.
Like, I didn't see my mom. I didn't see
that's
anybody.
right.
Roseanne wasn't invited?
She was invited.
Oh, okay.
Does she go to Jersey ever?
She just declined.
She said, I ain't hanging with the Russians.
How far away is this from your mom?
About an hour and a half.
Like a train ride? What is it?
No, it's a car ride.
Oh, you car.
Is it a coastal area? Like
What,
are you
a
on the
coastal area?
Sand? Is there?
Yeah.
Are you right there at the beach?
Jersey
My
Beach?
in-laws?
Yeah.
No.
Ah.
No, it's more like a Central Jersey kind of thing.
nice.
Do you have any oysters?
No, I didn't have any oysters.
Do you eat anything out of the sea?
No. I'm
What
not,
the
we're,
hell, man?
We're not near the sea.
Oh, well, you're closer
Well,
to the sea than
we're,
here.
we're near the sea.
I would have said I would have been
My
eating
Russian,
seafood.
my Russian in-law had a birthday this weekend too. Svetlana.
Oh, Svetlana.
We're leaving mirrored lives, dude. Sons of Dennis, Russian
Yeah,
in-laws.
your dad was Dennis. So your dad
Yeah.
was Dennis. My dad was Dennis.
Yeah, it's getting kind of weird.
You're involved with the Russian family. I'm involved with a Russian family.
They both are.
Tina's mom this weekend.
Yeah, yesterday. It's her birthday.
What does Tina do for Svetlana, like being so far away?
I don't know. They don't do much. They're very. I think they showed up for her show and surprised her,
Oh, that's great.
but they don't typically like. They won't even text you happy birthday.
Is Tina in Georgia? Where is she right now? She's
I
all
don't know.
over the world. I don't know.
I think she was in Raleigh.
They don't
could've
even
gone to the
text you
party.
happy birthday?
Not usually. They're not a very like.
Celebratory.
Not a celebratory, loving.
Warm.
No, very Russian. Very. Birthdays are just another day. This is stupid.
No.
She's
See,
so stupid.
And I told you, like, Christmas blew my mind the first time. It was the first time I saw anyone just, like, open a gift and be like, this is stupid. I will not use this. Take this back. This is waste of money. And I'm just like, whoa. They're on a different wavelength than American families where you open the sweater, it's ugly, you know you're never going to wear it, but you thank your Aunt Susie anyway.
Yep, you smile through it.
Not in the motherland.
I appreciate that.
About the fifth time, you don't.
Sure. But then, like, if you really nail
It
a
loses
gift,
its charm.
does it?
I don't know. I always feel like when I hang out with the Russians, especially at a party like this, I mean, these are people that escaped. You know, most of them were refugees.
Yeah, oppression.
And got out of USSR back in the late 70s to 80s, you know, before the fall of, communism. Living it up in America, you know, they've made successes out of themselves. They're living the American dream.
Right.
And I think that plays a lot into the way they celebrate things. That they were so oppressed back when they were younger, in their 20s.
Yeah.
That now that they're in their, twilight of their life, 60, 70, and they appreciate it.
Yeah.
And they get after it.
The party's still going.
The party's still going.
A lot of cognac.
A lot of whiskey, a lot of tequila, a lot of vodka.
Do you have a hangover on Sunday?
No, I was good.
Did you
I
behave?
was good. Did I behave? I did behave. I did behave.
Did Meals have a great time?
She had a great time, too.
All right.
It was great. Nobody, we didn't have to drive anywhere. We were driven around. It was wonderful. We lived in an untethered existence.
Flights were great.
Flights were wonderful.
Outstanding.
It was great trip.
Who is this man?
I'm nothing. We flew out of Philly.
Oh, wow.
We flew into Philly. We flew out of Philly. It was great.
Long train from Philly. I heard that on The Office. Angela said, it's code for who's the slut. Somebody took the long train from Philly.
I've never heard that before.
Code for who's the slut.
I
didn't know if that was a real thing. I heard it on The Office. Great show.
I guess this week, maybe this weekend. So we got our Ballpark Village party on Saturday. Is this weekend like one of the trunk or treat weekends?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Gotta be.
Right?
You don't do that after.
I saw that a lot of schools I drove by on the marquee had it.
Yeah, you do the weekend before, unless Halloween's on a Friday.
Nowadays, Halloween festivities more than just a trick or treating on Halloween night. It's trunk or treating is a big event for neighborhoods that are. I guess they're already happening. I guess like this week.
This week?
Yeah.
Like during the week?
During the week, maybe some of the schools have them. Maybe some of the churches have them.
Well, there are a lot of, what do you call them, fall breaks going on right now. I guess they're trying to sneak them in.
Don't you think it takes away from Halloween? I'll be honest with you. It really does.
I just think it's ridiculous that they have, that Halloween's falling on, a midweekday. Was it a Tuesday?
Halloween is a Thursday.
Thursday,
Yeah.
Okay. Midweek, and a lot of districts are having fall breaks the week before. Why didn't you give them the week of Halloween?
Yeah,
Halloween's on a
coordinate that.
weekday.
I don't know how that works.
You screwed these kids out of that night again.
You know who's living it up? The kids that go to private, like Christian schools or Catholic schools.
Oh, yeah, get the time off.
Because Friday is All Saints Day. They normally get that off anyway.
Oh, okay.
So they get Thursday, the Thursday Halloween, then Friday off,
Nice.
and the weekend, which falls on a nice.
Yeah, it works out.
It works out for them. But don't you think the trunk or treating really takes away from the actual? Because they're getting the same crap.
Yeah, but
everybody's buying the same stuff.
They get to go twice now, right?
But they're getting the same things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it gives the opportunity for some kids that wouldn't have it otherwise. Like my buddy runs a trunk or treat at his church in Tacoma, and it's kind of sketchy up there. You know what I'm saying? Like where he is, and if they don't do that, those kids aren't trick or treating. So for in that scenario, when I saw that happen and the way they did it too is pretty cool. They even designed like the lot where everybody's cars go in like this maze kind of thing, so the kids like aren't just wandering; they're like going through a path.
I get it for some underprivileged areas, maybe that aren't conducive to a fun experience on Halloween night.
Yeah, and they do like a concert thing. That's why I saw it. I went up
But
and played
now
acoustic.
it's such a mainstream thing. A couple of years ago, the first time I experienced it, my kids were both in elementary school, and they had the trunk or treat. The whole school came out, and everybody pulled their cars up, and they popped their trunks, and they had they had their trunks decorated with cobwebs and stuff. And I just popped my trunk. I had nothing because I didn't know.
Which is the scariest of all,
"What is this? Get in, kids.
They're like, get in my car.
Get in. Shut the thing."
Have you ever seen $100 grand before?
I go, "What is this?" I go, "What is this?"
Do they have like bands at trunk or treat? I've never been.
No, it was just a bunch of parents with their trunks open,
Pre-gaming.
all giving out the same candy, which
Yeah.
the kids are going to get again.
They don't play games or anything?
There were no games.
Like attendance prize?
Well,
raffle?
sometimes they'll have like bags and horseshoes and different stuff
Yeah,
over there.
fire pits.
It's another fire pits and like a s'mores pit. I mean, if somebody does it right, there's a whole lot of stuff. Plus, it's a cool community get together. I know what you're saying, and it does take away from trick or treating in certain circumstances. But other circumstances, like a lot of parents these days too, they want to have a beer with their buds, with their neighborhood buds. So this gives like a chance for the parents to kind of sit up there and chat with the other parents and kind of hang while so and so's over there doing s'mores and bags. I don't know.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it.
There's only so many sacred things left, and Halloween trick-or-treating is one of them. It's a rite of passage, when you get to go with your parents, and then when you get to go by yourself with your group of friends.
That's the main thing. It is your first foray into group adventure and courage a little bit because it is kind of spooky and like looking down the street and seeing all the houses
And the
And other
monsters.
groups
at night.
and other mobs of kids walking up.
There's other scary costumes walking around, and you're looking at like Halloween decorations, and you're like, you don't admit it because you're like 10 years old or whatever, but you're like a little spooked out because of
What's the age for that?
For by yourself?
For by yourself?
Oh, it
10?
depends.
Well, then those guys aren't going to the trunk or treat anyway. I'm talking about we're talking about 6 and 7 year old kids. Usually at the
Yeah, but you
trunk or
gotta walk
treats.
them around, like as parents. I mean, I would be if I were a parent and they were like, we're not gonna do trick or treating anymore. I'd be so sad. It's one of the cool parent things you get to do.
But
is while
I
your
don't
kids
think
are
I don't
around.
think it's a one or the other.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Think about being a kid. If you had an opportunity to go to these fun events and you get extra candy,
2 Halloweens.
I mean, come on, that
Two
is
Halloweens.
awesome.
It's
as
2
a bonus,
Halloweens.
but not as the primary.
But I don't think it's replacing
Halloween
anything.
experience.
I don't
It
think
is
it
the
is.
You don't
bonus.
think?
I think it's taken away a little of the magic from the actual day.
me too because you get all psyched up.
Okay, but that
one
magic of
score.
that day gets ruined half the time with the weather or something else.
Yeah.
This at least gives an opportunity for maybe a bonus thing. Or
I don't know.
something
Just
to
you
replace
look so
a
forward to
ruined
that
night.
haul.
'Cause
That one day where it's acceptable to beg for candy.
I know
door
what
to
you're
door.
saying, but I think we're also getting caught up in that old man, old lady thing where we want our kids to experience everything
Which
we
is
did
fine. I'm okay with
at the
that.
expense
Yeah.
of maybe something even cooler.
The age caveat I'll give you is if you had, like, I took my brothers with me, so if you had an older sibling, you could get on that journey quicker.
Right. Watch your brother. And
Yeah,
then
you could be 5, 6, 7 years old and be out with your 11, 12-year-old, 10, 11, 12-year-old sibling.
For at least the
getting-
first 5 houses.
Yeah,
And then you bail.
yeah. Then
I'm
you go
not
drop
staying
them
with him.
off. Yeah,
See ya.
or you keep sending them up. Then you're like, and then you're the keeper of the candy. You can be like, yeah, you send your little 3-year-old, 4-year-old brother up there, and then you just go through his candy and you start switching out.
Got to pay the taxes.
Yeah, he's got to pay the tax, baby. That Three Musketeers tax.
No, he's
Here's
so-
some Smarties. Get the hell out of
so
here.
dumb he doesn't even know.
Yeah, no, he just wants
4
a
years
little,
old.
Yeah, he just wants a pillowcase full of stuff.
He'll last 3 houses and want to go home.
Is that heavy, bud? Here, let me take some of that out of there.
Yeah,
Those are
take
the
some of
things
that load
that,
off.
you know.
There's a big gap. If you're going, I mean, if you're a kid and you hear, oh, we're doing it like a trunk or treat event thing on Saturday, and then 5 days later, Halloween. Phew, I think it's pretty cool.
For the kids, yeah. I don't know. I always thought it took away a little of the magic.
What are your plans?
For Halloween?
Yeah, your neighborhood, another neighborhood. I know a lot of people travel.
Our kid is our neighborhood is going through a transition period. We don't have a lot of young kids anymore.
Interesting.
I know
Ours is starting
my
to
kids
reverse.
both my kids are going somewhere else. Like my son's going to a Halloween party with his buddies. My daughter's going to some other subdivision.
Gotcha.
My wife and I are by ourselves.
We got the family
Great.
kind of coming to us as like a home base, and then they'll start. Like my older daughters are coming, and it's gonna be cool.
We're not doing much. It's great.
Our neighborhood a couple of years ago was just old folks for the most part, and it was like kind of sparse. A lot of lights off, in fact. And it's slowly but surely we've been getting more families in the neighborhood, and it's starting to become cool.
Yeah, when we first moved into our neighborhood 7, 8 years ago, so my son is 15, so he was 8,
Prime Halloween.
8, 9 years old, and a lot of the kids were of the same age, and now they're all teenagers.
That's kind of sad.
So there's
And
gonna be
now
a
they're
lot
all
of-
teenagers.
So there's going to be a lot of TP in your neighborhood, possibly.
I'll stand outside with a shotgun.
Oh my goodness!
That's a rite of passage too, though. I mean, you got to get your house to
What?
Yeah. It's the fun pranks. Let them get it out of their system.
Now, if your kids are going around doing the trick-or-treating this year, the houses that hand out full-size candy bars just saw their stock tick even higher. Because CNN did a big feature on how, you guys know about the shrinkflation thing?
Yeah.
How shrinkflation could affect your chocolate consumption this Halloween. So cocoa prices have more than doubled since the start of the year thanks to severe weather and droughts in West Africa, of course. Now, West Africa is responsible for about 70% of the world's cocoa supply. Candy companies are compensating by shrinking bags and raising prices. But there's also talk of them using less chocolate in some products. It says, and this article on CNN says, that you might see these companies, quote, swapping out a layer of chocolate for other fillings, like
what?
wafers or nuts.
I don't mind the wafer, I'll be honest.
Or they might fill their variety packs with candies that don't require as much chocolate.
I like a good wafer.
I love a wafer.
I love a wafer too.
What are those? What are those cheap ones? The Neapolitan colors. Shoot.
Not
I know
the
what you're talking about.
You're talking about Necco wafers?
Nope, I know
Don't
what
be
you're
talking
talking
about that.
No. The pink.
They're very dry.
The pink, the chocolate, the vanilla.
Oh, where they're like at the layer of the icing in between the
Yeah,
wafers?
they're awesome. I
Yeah.
love those.
Yeah, the grandma cookies.
Yeah, whatever those are. Those
love
were the
those.
greatest
Those aren't Necco?
finds as a kid.
Yeah.
They're not Necco. No,
No.
Necco wafers is its own thing.
That's
I know
trash.
exactly what you're talking about. First bite is almost like tasting drywall.
Yep.
But
Yeah, but then
It's
it like
fine.
Then
But it
melts,
coats your mouth and then you're fine.
it's fine.
It melts on your tongue and just gets
Yeah.
crazy good.
And they never go bad because they start
They're
bad.
already stale. They start stale.
Yeah.
They start bad.
So candy companies are also pushing their non-chocolate candies more than before. The folks at Mars say they've expanded their fruity and gummy candy lines because young people like that stuff. But chocolate prices have a lot to do with it too. A lot of variety packs have also shrunk, so you may pay the same as you did last year, but get less candy in each bag. Add it all up, and it means your kid's Halloween haul might have more fruity candy in it this year, and fewer chocolate bars for you to steal.
I guess they're just called sugar wafers.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and there's a
I love those.
There's a strawberry kind like this, and Keebler makes them too.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different brands,
Every brand makes their version of this cheap ass crap.
and they all taste the same. They go, ooh, this is stale, and you go,
And then you go, oh, this
it's
is
softening
perfect.
up a little bit.
But
It's
it's
fine.
the only thing grandma had at her house. And so you're like, I'm just eating it. There's no other way.
Maybe there is a nostalgia when it comes to those things.
I think they're just really good, and people don't expect it. And then when you hit it, it's like, I don't know. Once you have one, you're like, you know what? I could do this whole sleeve, and it feels so light and
It does
fluffy
feel
and
light.
airy that I
It
can't.
does feel light.
It's not going to hurt me.
No.
This is not going to sit heavy.
They've got some those quadrini ones right there. Quadratini. Those are awesome.
Oh, those are good too.
What are these? I've never seen
They're
these
just like
before.
little squares that come in a bag. Same concept.
What?
Yeah, but more
there's a
layers.
Little, there's
Bite
a little more
size.
layers, and I feel like they're a little less stale.
And this has a hazelnut
Yeah,
cream
hazelnut.
filling.
That's
Well, they
a
have like lemon ones too. They have different flavors. They're good.
Quadratini. Never seen these.
Quadratini. Yes, that's a
From Loker.
That must be the
From Loker.
high-end section.
that's a high end. Yeah, the high end wafers. Hey, it is, Halloween time. You want to get on the Halloween spirit with some scary stories?
Yes.
Scary stories that are 100% true. Mm-hmm. We'll start with this one. A funeral home in Poland issued an apology on Saturday after a corpse it was transporting fell out of the hearse and into traffic.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man,
no.
I could not find. Maybe you could find the picture of this, but Polish media reports. So a guy was driving down the street. This is Friday, and he's let's say he's driving down Olive. Next thing you know, a sheet, like a white sheet, goes over the front of his windshield.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere, a sheet. I can't see nothing. He slams on the brakes. And the sheet slides down, almost like as if it's a cartoon. And in front of the car now is a body.
Naked body because the sheet was on the body?
Lying on the road. Now, for a moment, he's like, oh my God, I just hit this person. Come to find out, the company transporting the corpse, the Hades Funeral Services,
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Come on. Is that real?
That's a great name.
Welcome to hell.
is that
We're
crazy?
Hades Funeral Services. Escorting your loved one straight to hell.
Isn't that the dumbest name for a funeral home?
Maybe it's their last name.
Hades, Hades.
Carl Hades?
Am I pronouncing it wrong?
Yeah.
Does it mean?
Hades. Carl Hades. He's a funeral director. They can't help it.
Hades. Would you not say Hades?
I mean, you're at least going to
That
think
is
it.
Hades.
I mean, it could be Hades. Hades.
Hottest.
The Hades.
I can't find a picture of
She
that
is
one.
a.
But
the-
local media had published an image of the corpse lying on the white striped pedestrian crossing where it had tumbled out of the hearse.
This is not an isolated incident. This has happened a few times. This happened in Trinidad, in Cuba.
Well, this particular time, the Hades Funeral Services, even if your last name was Hades, would you not
Yeah, like
do something different?
You have to be self-aware. There's a landscaping company in Illinois called Brooks and Dan, and I'm like, they had to know. Like everyone's thinking Brooks and Dunn.
Right.
You're not. It's too close. And I was like, lean in at least.
Yeah, but that's funny. But this is like
I am saying, but I'm saying like you
This
have
is
to
the-
be aware that your name sounds like something else.
Yeah, this is the Greek god.
That's all I'm saying. It's
of
like,
the
yes,
dead.
I agree with you. He knows his last name is, but it's pronounced Hades. So what? That's not how it's going to read on the side of a van.
yeah, where's Grandpa's corpse going? Hades.
Hades. We only
Funeral
do funerals
services.
at Hades.
So they issued a statement on Saturday taking responsibility for the incident and blaming a technical failure of the hearse. They wrote, it is with deep regret that we inform you that as a result of an unexpected technical failure of the electric tailgate lock in the hearse during the transport of the body of the deceased, an unfortunate event occurred which does not reflect the high standards of Hades funeral services.
Isn't that crazy? When's the last time you had a door just fly open on your car?
Never.
Never. When's the last time you had your tailgate on your truck just fly open?
Never.
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 Is there a recall with hearses right now?
The company apologized to all those who were disappointed and upset by the event. This was your loved one. Would you upset?
Of course I would be.
I would
yeah.
not be.
Why?
Because Dad would have wanted this.
No, Dad
right.
would not.
Skid marks all over his.
One last time. Just to,
I would be so upset.
the fact that the white sheet went over the front of the car and then it slid down and the driver's like, oh my God, did I hit somebody?
It's not, and I'm imagining it's a naked body, right?
What?
Because that's why do they have a white sheet unless they're covering the body?
Yeah, I would assume it would be naked.
And why wouldn't it be in a body bag?
You would assume it would be naked. Why would you assume?
Well, the white sheet would probably be wrapping the corpse.
Like
Well,
from
wouldn't
the
it be
morgue?
something they
Transporting
probably just picked a body up?
Transporting it probably from the morgue to the funeral home.
They've harvested the organs. This guy was a donor. The organs are harvested, and now we're nude because we haven't picked out the clothes to be buried in yet. White sheet, because it's nice.
Hey, let's not jump ahead to harvesting organs because I got a story about that.
Okay, here we go. Let's go on to this.
But first, that's the grand finale of the Halloween horror show that is this radio program.
Okay.
I will say one of the best Jackass stunts was whenever they had the back door kept opening and the coffin falling.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Or the videos of the coffin,
The bottom falling
with the bottom falling out.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Those are.
There's also an episode of 6 Feet Under where David gets he picks up a carjacker that he thinks he's gonna he's gonna fornicate with, and then they smoke crack cocaine, and then the criminal takes the body and pushes it out in the street. Maybe that was going on. Was this episode of 6 Feet Under where the carjacked, forced to smoke crack, gets almost burned alive? Because that's what happened on that show.
I'm not going to discount that, but I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
It's a theory.
It's a theory. This one out of New Delhi, India, where a 23-year-old guy went to the hospital complaining about stomach problems that he'd been experiencing for about 3 days. Complained of severe abdominal pain, difficulty digesting food, bloating. He had gone to a food market, like a street food market, the night of a couple days prior.
Oh, I think we did this story on Friday.
Which is this one?
Is this a live bug?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know this one?
Oh, we know this one.
Oh, cockroach inside the intestine?
Yeah, but maybe you have more answers because we found it like right when it hit, and it didn't have a lot of detail.
Yeah, I got a pretty good amount of detail on here.
Give it.
Follow up.
So, severe abdominal pain, couldn't digest food, was bloated. So the doctors decided, hey, we should do, upper gastrointestinal endoscopy. Where they stick the
Camera.
I'm assuming they go down right your throat.
Is that what it is?
So they'll go down
or is
your
it, or is it up the
Endoscopy.
throat?
They'll go down your throat, and then just whoop.
You think they'd go down and not up?
I think
It's Mario Kart down your esophagus.
the
for-
endoscopy, right, is
For the
down
upper
the throat.
GI or the lower GI?
This is the upper GI,
It's down your
down your throat.
pie hole, yeah. That's
So
a
it's
lot of wriggling around.
I know.
It's miles of intestines if you go the other way.
If you go the other way.
Well, maybe it's more fun.
We can go
It's a
the
lot of
hard,
cable.
we go the fun way or the easy way. I'm going to choose the easy way. So they get this thing down this guy's throat. And this particular GI, scope is something that examines the upper part of the gastrointestinal tract. So hopefully, hey, let's figure this out. What's going on? He had street food a couple days before. What's going on here? What they certainly didn't expect to find was a live cockroach just chilling in the man's small intestine. Alive.
Which seems impossible.
Well, that's what the doctor's like. Man, this is wild. This thing is still alive. The doctor said for the last 2-3 days, the patient was suffering from indigestion and bloating after eating food. It was during this routine inspection we spotted this cockroach. Even we were surprised about how this thing managed to remain not just alive, but intact. So after finding the bug, I guess they sucked it out. The scope has like a kind of thing. The doctor says we activated the suction button on the scope, effectively sucking the cockroach into the suction channel, leading to its removal from the body. It's saving the guy's life. Failing to remove this bug could have caused some pretty severe complications, including infection down there. Would a cockroach try to eat its way out? I don't know.
I don't know.
If it,
Will it burrow its way?
The man was suffering from bloating and tickling.
Would it try to burrow its way out? I don't know.
I think it just lives down there. You're eating, and so it has everything it needs. It's warm.
I'm just still so confused as to how it could live.
As for how.
I don't get it.
As for how it got down there. The doctor speculated it could have happened one or two ways. And I don't know if you guys talked about this part.
Go off.
What did you guys...
The only thing that I read that really disturbed me was that the doctor said, it could have been from the food, or it just went down your throat while you were sleeping.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is like, what?
Could have crawled down your throat while you were sleeping.
I think it was from an egg, and it just had its whole life down there.
But it was 3 centimeters, and it was like 2 or 3 days. Those things don't grow that big in that short a time.
I'm a really sound sleeper at certain times, but the few occasions across my life where something has crawled across my face while I'm sleeping, it's an instant wake up and panic, and you're doing this kind of thing. How would a cockroach...
could have been to a Russian woman's 70th birthday party.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And passed out. I don't know.
True.
A hammered sleep, maybe I can...
But but the doctor's like, he may have inhaled his food so quick that he just, whoop.
How do you
not
do
even
that?
chewing it. If it was an egg, that thing won't grow 3 centimeters in 2 or 3 days.
You don't think that... maybe it's lived there. It hatched, and it's like grown up, and that's all it knew, so it just lives
That's
there.
its home.
I don't know. 3
Put
centimeters?
down roots. 3 centimeters, that's right.
I don't know. It's
When you feel it tickling you or something?
No,
or
it doesn't
around?
need to be big.
I don't think you have tickle nerves down there. This case is not unique, the doctor said. In fact, just a month ago, a Chinese guy accidentally swallowed a cockroach and complained about bad breath for 3 days.
Ew.
And it was down in there.
I'm allergic to cockroaches, so
Are
this
you
would
really?
kill me, yeah.
dude. First
Are you
of all,
allergic to shellfish? Because that's usually they go hand in hand.
No, I'm not allergic to shellfish.
hey, you know how?
Are you allergic to cockroaches? Yeah, isn't that strange?
When I did when they do
Skin
the
test?
I
skin
typed in.
test,
Yeah.
I typed in, "Can a cockroach?"
I eat the hell out of shrimp.
and was about to put "live in your body," and this autofilled.
Can a cockroach live in your penis?
Well,
Well,
hit
can it?
enter, dude. Let's find
Well,
out.
your name's
I
something.
mean, yeah. Of all the places it would live, that seems appropriate.
Oh, apparently there was a viral meme claiming that one lived in somebody's wang,
Wouldn't you feel one crawl up in your wee hole?
but it was
I would think.
it was a hoax.
Oh,
No, according to 2 sources. Just a giant N-O. No explanation.
A cockroach cannot live inside your penis. But thanks for asking.
Now we
know.
sifted that out.
Well, now there's something less to fear. Okay?
Yeah.
Now there's this one. Are y'all organ donors?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
Piano donor, but not an organ yet.
Stop it, Scott. Are you on your license?
Yeah.
Does it say organ donor?
No, I don't.
I'm an organ seller. $5,
A kidney.
$5 a piece.
You need a kidney?
Yeah.
He's on Facebook Marketplace.
Give it to my son. He'll handle it.
Headline: Kentucky man declared brain dead, wakes up during organ harvesting.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, yeah. The details on this are.
Wait a second. So when
You
they're
live?
so if you're
We'll get there.
All right.
I'm about to unravel this
'Cause I would
this story.
dude. I've done an organ harvest when I worked at the hospital.
And listen, I just want you to know before I start
Wild.
the story here that I don't want this to discourage people from donating.
Yeah.
Okay?
Please donate.
This is just one of these hopefully isolated incidents.
one in a billion.
A little oopsie.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and you know, the family of the person who woke up wants people to know that as well.
The family has some splaining to do.
This happened back in 2001. So we're just hearing about this now because the company, they're called Kentucky Organ Donor Affiliates. So down in Kentucky, this company is under some scrutiny.
They're called grab a liver.
So a guy who he got in a cardiac arrest. He was taken to the hospital. He was declared brain dead. His name is Anthony Thomas T.J. Hoover. Anthony Thomas, they call him T.J. The
Tony
case
Tom.
is under investigation by state and federal government officials. Officials within the U.S.'s organ procurement system insist there are safeguards in place to prevent such things happening. Although TJ's family was like, maybe we should look into this a little more. So TJ's sister, Donna, said she took TJ to the hospital. This was in Richmond in October of 2021, a drug overdose. Okay, doctors told Donna, hey, TJ's brain dead. No reflexes anymore. No brain activity. We're going to remove him from life support. Okay, and now the family's, obviously devastated. Devastated.
Sure.
The staff at this hospital, Baptist Hospital in Richmond, said, hey, TJ has given permission to donate his organs in the event of his death.
Strange that you could donate after a drug overdose.
Well, and this is, and I'm sure Rafe, as somebody who's been involved maybe with this,
Yeah, dude.
they test everything before
Before it's donated.
before you donate. Like they test specific things.
Okay.
Because
I mean,
maybe
I can't get a tattoo and
Donate
donate
blood.
blood. But
because
y'all
maybe his
can-
liver's bad, but his heart's good. Maybe his heart's bad, but his right kidney or his right kidney
Sure.
or his right lung is still good.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So I don't know if you've ever heard of this before, but if somebody passes away and they do, they find out, your organs are viable for donation, they do like a ceremony. Like they'll sometimes walk or roll.
Last rites or whatever.
No, they'll roll like the gurney with the body on it, like through the hallway, and people almost like salute, like,
Oh yeah.
thank you.
Oh.
Like a thank you for, hey, thank you for your service. Thank you for donating. You're going to save a life with this donation, whatever it may be.
On this one, like, did that guy just give us the thumbs up?
Oh, dude.
Don't worry about that.
Oh, have you read the story?
No.
I'm not dead yet.
Have you read the story? Because that's
Oh.
kind of what happened.
No
boy.
way. No way. This company should be bankrupt.
So, to honor TJ's wishes, the hospital tested which of his organs would be viable for donation. They did the ceremony. They rolled his body down the hallway. Family and medical staff were on either side. Donna, the sister, says, hey, she noticed the brother's eyes open up and seemingly track, like the eye movement tracked to like the family.
What?
Dang.
And the sister said the doctors came over and said, no, this is normal. It's just reflexes. This is something that happens.
Thought you said he didn't have any reflexes,
This is
Doc.
something that happens. And the sister's like, who are we to question the medical system?
Yeah.
Yeah, never question them.
So about an hour after TJ, the brother, had been brought into surgery for his organs to be removed, a doctor came out and just said to the sister, he's not ready. It's just like, what do you mean he's not ready? He woke up.
Oh.
Get out of here. Oh, he woke up.
How far into the process?
Well, Glad you asked that because there's a whistleblower, somebody that was in the room. And by the way, so after the doctor's like, he woke up, the sister was told, hey, bring your brother home, make him comfortable because he's probably not going to live that much longer. It's been 3 years.
That he's been alive.
He's been alive.
Wow.
Whoa.
He's been alive for 3 years.
And all that staff is still employed?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Bye-bye.
Wait, what?
Time to quit.
Wait, this
Define
happened.
alive.
This happened in 21.
21.
Oh, I thought you said 01.
No, 21. Did I say? I may have said
You
01.
said 01, yeah.
I meant 21.
Okay.
I was like, man, they can't do
2021.
math either. This
2021.
hospital's got
October
to
of
go.
2021. Sorry.
Define he's been alive for 3 years. What's his quality of life?
Skydiving, rollerblading.
He grapples with his trouble walking, remembering.
Trouble walking. So he's out of the hospital.
He's alive and
So he's
Yeah.
functioning. Okay.
He's not 100%.
Yeah, but when Rafe was asking, he was like, "Is he
not like a
comatose?" Holy smokes! When you say alive, you got to give us more than
Second
that.
chance.
I was getting there.
He's
Is he
home.
dating
I was getting there.
someone?
I don't know if he's dating anybody.
Yeah, he's watching the new season of Slow Horses.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he's again. The sister's like he grapples with trouble walking, remembering, and talking, but he's alive.
Goodness.
Now, the sister only learned the full details when a whistleblower recounted what happened that day. A former employee of this Kentucky organ donor affiliate contacted her, and she said she saw this guy thrashing around on the operating table
Holy
and
cow!
crying visibly.
Oh, my God.
He knew what was happening but couldn't do anything.
And they kept
That's terrible.
the procedure moving forward?
Enough where somebody's like, this dude's alive.
This is normal.
Oh,
We've
these
hit
are
a nerve.
criminals.
Getting his brain harvested?
Dude,
The whole
That doc
organ
needs to be in
harvesting
jail
thing.
right now.
they didn't say how far they got.
I don't know if they cut into him yet, but they said he was crying because he knew
I would be too.
Yeah.
what was going to happen to him.
Wow.
They were going to harvest his organs while he was still living.
Can we get some sort of interview with this cat? Like,
Yeah.
this is 60 Minutes. This is
How many hospitals does
2020.
he own now?
Can I see this on Dateline? I want to hear from him. I want to know what you said he has a hard time remembering.
Yeah.
He has a hard time
Does
remembering.
he know anything
and-
about this?
and talk. I don't know.
Also, I'd love to know the doctors, like, what is pronounced dead? When do we know? Is it because you have no pulse? Is it because
Well, it's
you're
what you.
I thought it was zero
This
brain
is
activity.
procedure as you poke it with a stick 3 times.
right? And if it doesn't move, it's dead.
Yes.
If you're awake, say what?
Dead. What?
If you're not dead, say it's me.
Martha.
I didn't say anything.
Yep, he's
And then
gone.
you poke it with a stick. He's gone. Call it.
I didn't hear you.
If you're alive, thumbs up.
You've got 5 seconds. 5,
right.
4. That's it.
The thing that I will say, do you have more?
Well, the company that's in charge of this, procuring the organs, they're like, hey, this case has not been accurately represented. The organization has never collected organs from live patients, and that no one there has been pressured to do so. The hospital said patient safety is the highest priority. We work closely with our patients and their families to ensure our patients' wishes for organ donation are followed. But I'm imagining the visibly crying part is
Yeah, please.
just going to live with me.
Wow.
Please represent it accurately. The guy did the whole thing,
Man.
the ceremony. So you tell me somebody went through that ceremony and is alive.
Yeah.
So
And
Please.
obviously,
Stolen valor.
eyes open and tracking.
So please represent it accurately. How far down the system did he get, or how down the pattern did he get here? If he crossed the whole ceremonial aspect of it,
And a doctor told the sister, it's normal. Now, Rafe, you have been part of something like this?
Yeah, when I worked there were some things that when I worked in surgery at the hospital when I first got out of the Army, you could do organ harvests or autopsies as like overtime, or sometimes you just had to do it. So I've been in the room. I mean, I didn't do it. Obviously, I was assisting. Or
They gave you scissors and go to town.
the thing about organ harvest is like it ain't gentle. because there's a time.
Yeah, you got to do it quick.
What do you-
Especially if it's like everything they're trying to get.
What do they have you in the room for?
To like study.
Are you running the machine?
I was
or something?
a like extra set of hands. I would hand tools to the doctors. They would tell me like what they wanted, and
You don't need any sort of training for that. You don't like.
And I trained
they're
for
just
it,
taking
yeah.
volunteers.
No,
you're
he
like
was part
you're
of the
doing the
medical
sterile
Damn.
field and all that, right?
studies.
No, I trained for it. That was like the job I got at the hospital as like a retractor holder and a transport.
Okay.
So I would go get people for surgery, bring them up, let them say goodbye to their family, wheel them in, and then if they needed an extra set of hands or somebody to hold something, you know, I knew how to set up a sterile field. Like they trained you in all that stuff. And it was just kind of like, dude, if they're getting everything, like bone marrow, when they crack your chest to get in there, they're coming in hot. It's a saw blade. They're cracking. I mean, it's rough.
Yeah.
Because there's a time limit on like getting in and getting everything.
Yeah, before
for
things go
viable
bad.
organs.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that would be terrifying.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, I would assume, I can't remember if anesthesia was used or not because
You're dead.
most of the people were, it was
Dead.
like literally they pulled the plug and
Yeah, I don't think
as
it
soon
would.
as you reach
they
like,
Why would that ever even be a thing? It's just
Death.
a waste of money.
Maybe
Yeah.
there was a reflex that the body still would have
I don't know.
to paralyze it or something.
but
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it was hard. Like, I have a pretty high threshold, but
But I don't think you could be declared dead if you have even a remote chance of an ability to reflex anything. That's what brain dead means.
Yeah, the eyeball moving. That's wild.
And I tell you, you think like, this can't be the only time this has happened.
Oh man.
Well, sure. But you wouldn't think it would happen this much.
I mean, it's
This,
not.
or, like we're in the now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
it's
200
not-
years
you know,
ago,
this is
sure.
not something that happens often.
This is why I've always heard that you're not supposed to, on the back, not say, yes, I'll donate it, because your family will say yes or no on your behalf. Because sometimes they might rush
Yeah.
to that conclusion and get that taken
Good
care of.
enough. I don't want a good enough.
No.
I mean, it's
We think he's dead. Good enough. That's wild.
That's crazy.
yeah, it was. They get in there, dude, because they're throwing stuff in coolers and it's.
Oh, you're rushing out of the room. I've seen
It's like a
it.
team working. It's not like, because you know when you go into surgery and they're trying to fix one specific thing, they really drape you out and like they make it very clinical, where it's like the patient's draped, you have like just the area you're working on, and it's
Yeah.
very.
Like, this is what we're after.
It's yeah, it's almost like a disembodied.
I've seen
procedure.
Down by Spirit Airport in Chesterfield. I've seen the organ transport vehicles come full siren.
Yeah,
Because they'll fly those things on private jets places
Yeah, there's tons of people waiting.
or through a helicopter
Yep.
somewhere. But they'll come flying down the road to Spirit.
yeah, it's quick,
Yeah, it's quick.
and they.
That hard on ice.
I imagine like being the recipient of this
Right.
guy's. Some guy laying in the hospital, and they're like, he's like, "Is my liver here?" Like, yeah, the guy woke up, and he's like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah,
What the
right.
hell?
Just tell me you don't want to give me a liver." He's like all pissed off.
And again, I'm saying this, that the family does not want, and they said it too.
Yeah.
Like, the family doesn't want to discourage.
I'm not discouraged. I'll
The
still.
family doesn't want to
donate.
discourage people from donating. Let's just investigate this one company
Yeah,
to see what's going on here.
because man, it's. I will tell you one. I don't know how graphic I want to be, but I will tell you this: like, this was a freaky thing, because they usually put you on the table and they strap you like kind of spread eagle. If they're taking everything, some people are like specific about what they donate, but if it's like I'm an organ donor and they're taking everything, which you should be an organ donor. I do not want to discourage. My friend Lauren is texting me right now. She's a regional coordinator for organ donors at the Secretary of State, and she's like, "You're making my job harder right now."
I said that
I'm
too.
not.
I said that more than one time.
Do it, because this is a very big anomaly, and not 9 times out of 10, 9 million times out of 9,000,001, this would not happen. But they start taking bones out to get bone marrow and stuff. So it's like a guy's arm fell off the table, and it was so crazy to see like
an arm fall off a table.
They didn't have bones in it.
Oh.
So it was almost like Stretch Armstrong.
Wow.
I mean, it was crazy.
It looks like this was a misconfirmation of brain death.
Yeah.
Because they're saying that no one who has ever met the criteria for brain death has recovered. There's been no verified reports of recovery from a neurological function once brain death has been confirmed, an accurate brain death being confirmed.
And they thought.
So they
thought this guy.
They misconfirmed brain death.
Yeah.
I know it sounds silly, but I wonder what day they were doing
Was it a
this.
Saturday night?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, brain death is when the brainstem completely stops functioning. Then the heart and the other critical organs will cease to work.
Well, that happened there in Kentucky. So they're investigating. We'll see. I'm sure more will come out. On a lighter note.
Okay.
On a lighter note. A video was making the rounds this weekend. Something happened at SeaWorld.
Oh, yes.
Which was fantastic.
It is fantastic, you guys. Mother Nature is fighting back.
So during one of SeaWorld's famous shows, the orca that was in the tank created a moment that's gone viral for unlucky people in the front row.
I saw this.
The old splash zone.
It's an amazing video.
So this was at the... Did you see this, Rafe?
No.
Scott, you see this?
No.
Wonderful. This was at the SeaWorld in San Antonio on Saturday. One of the killer whales was diving when it dropped a deuce near the edge of the tank. I mean, and when a whale drops a deuce, a whale drops a deuce. And it was that tank went from bright blue to brown town.
Yeah.
So it drops a deuce near the edge of the tank. The whale swam back around to flip its tail and splashed a wave of brown water onto the crowd down in front.
New trick I've taught myself.
All caught on camera, all for the world to see. Moon's got it up here on the big screen.
Yeah, just poop. And everybody went, oh.
Oh, we paid extra to be in the splash zone.
That's weird. And it happens. And they're like, no.
Oh, yeah.
That little boy, he's like, oh, jeez.
So normally it's a fun moment for fans to see and get splashed on by the whales or dolphins, but no one was expecting this. As one guest in the splash zone put it, quote, "We expected to get wet sitting so close, but not like that. It smelled awful and people were gagging."
You played again? I missed the beginning.
Dude, that is great.
You played again with it where you could see the whale crap.
I only saw the splash.
But it's like, it's nice blue water, and the tank is clear, so you can see what's going on in the water. And this killer whale just swims by and just...
Oh, yeah. Muddies it up.
Muddies it up.
Yeah, just turns.
It's a good way to clean the pool.
Full mud, and then he circles around, comes back, and then does
back.
Look at the
giant-
trainer bail. Did you see that? One of the trainers took off running after the poop, knowing what was coming.
Yeah. So SeaWorld took those soaked in the toxic water to a decontamination area where the guests got soap, they got bottled water, they got towels, and even fresh clothing from the gift shop. Help them recover from this, what you would call an unsettling experience. In a statement, they said, "We regret this unfortunate event and are taking every step to ensure the safety and comfort of our guests. Our team followed established protocols to minimize health risks and will review our procedures to prevent this from happening again."
Yeah. This is why I've been a huge proponent of whales that are stuck in these tanks. They need to be wearing diapers.
Yeah, Scott.
I immediately just hear the, "I quit this bitch."
Yep.
That's what I hear with I see the splash.
We're going to SeaWorld. We're going to go to the Orca show.
Yeah.
Oh, sit in the splash zone. Yay. And then this happens. Hey, speaking of caca poo-poo, let's talk about the RizzShow Fast Lane Pick'em Challenge.
Yeah. Week 7.
Yeah, that was
Week 7.
cool.
Before we hit the break, might as well talk about this. This is week number 7 of the competition. There are 2 games tonight, just so you guys know. There's Baltimore at Tampa Bay and LA at Arizona. So there are 2 games to go in the competition. Moon, would you like to go over some of these numbers?
Sure, man.
Let's start with the fast lane.
Okay, the fast lane. Kerry Davis won the week with 11. Anthony Stalter just behind him with another 11. And then Andrew Marsh down at 10. Jamie Rivers only 9, and BK following up the rear with a measly 8. What a loser.
So BK, 8, correct. He's been having a great year, too, BK, hasn't he?
They've all been having a great year, let's be honest.
So Kerry Davis, Anthony Stalter, 11 correct for their team.
Yep.
Wait, but Davis was the winner?
Well, we're not going to know.
So
until,
far.
We're not going to know until they're tied. And I think they both have the Ravens and Chargers tonight, too. So it'll come down to the tiebreaker to see who wins on their side. But on the RizzShow side?
On the RizzShow side, in the lead with 11. Rafe Williams.
Rafe Williams. Hey, good job, buddy.
Hell yeah.
With 10. Second place, King Scott.
All right.
Thank you.
Also with 10, the other Scott.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Scott Rizzuto.
And what a loser with 8, Moon. And Learn.
Ah, yes.
We
No
failed
surprise
you.
here.
Sorry.
My
Sorry,
favorite
guys.
off the air last week, Moon said to me, "Hey, pal, I think, you know what? I feel real good about what
feeling
you're going to do.
you're gonna win
week.
this
You're going to
week."
win this week." I go,
Well,
hold my beer.
so Fast Lane, 49 points. RizzShow, 47 points.
I had so many go close too. If that is stupid Vikings game. And again, I'm gonna say this again. If you're looking to improve your game, just look at my picks and do the opposite of whatever the Steelers are. Last year, the Falcons were totally cursed for me, and now the Steelers are, and I hate them so much. When I pick them, they lose. When I don't, they win, and that's what happened again.
Well, so Fast Lane, 49, RizzShow, 47. The only different picks. So Moon's got the Buccaneers tonight.
Which
You're the only one that has the Bucks.
are very severe underdogs at this
I mean,
point.
3.5 points. So Moon's got the Buccaneers. Learn's got the Ravens. So if the Ravens win, Moon's in last place. If the Bucks win, Learn's in last place. On the Fast Lane side, Andrew Marsh has the Cardinals to win. The Cardinals over the Chargers. But that'll be a 1-point swing, so it's not going to make it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that they're still doing math games. All their Monday picks have to do with ours, and they're doing it just so we can't game
I
points.
wouldn't
on
put
Monday.
it past them, but
So they're,
I'm going to take
They're
it.
just doing
Hard to
Moneyball.
predict.
They're doing Moneyball things, which is probably why they're winning, but they're also soundly beating us.
I've tried everything this season. I've tried other people helping me with my picks. I've tried piggybacking on Stalter's picks. I've tried looking at the actual, scores and totals of who's got the most wins. And that's what I did this week. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. This team's got 3 on 2. All right, yeah, I'm going to pick them. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing works. I've done the witchcraft. That's not working.
Did you try the crystals? Did you go to the crystals?
I wasn't able to go to the Crystal Festival a couple weekends ago because I had to work.
Ask the
I don't
quartz. Ask the quartz.
Well, we're now 0-7. So
close.
hey,
Going to be a
this is where
great
we
draft
turn it
pick
around.
We're close. Yeah, we're closing the gap.
this
Though.
year.
This is where we turn
I
it
went from
around, guys.
first to
I feel
freaking-
good now.
I was working out this weekend. I was doing a
Almost
little
last.
dancing at home, and I was thinking, because we will have to choreograph if we lose a dance, and I think that's going to be a nightmare for us as well. So, all around, just going to be a hell of a good time.
So bummed. I was crushing the leaderboard, and now Stalter, BK, Davis, Rivers. They're the top 4 of
Yuck.
all of us. Rizz is first for us, 5th overall.
man, oh man.
We got to step it up, and I'm sorry. I blew
mean,
it
it may
this
be a
week.
little late in the game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little.
Well, now it's boring.
I thought I was so smart, and obviously I'm humbled.
We're going into week 8.
Total
we have
idiot.
2 weeks to change things to make this competitive again, right? Because there's 18 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, we're screwed.
We are screwed.
We're screwed.
Hey, man, if they can win 7 in a row, we can win 7 in a row.
We can. Yeah.
Easy.
Yep. Just like that. Boom.
Have some
We're
faith,
back.
some confidence, some
Just
arrogance.
like that. You're right, Moon.
I know.
Glass half full.
Let's do this.
I think we should do.
Time to turn
Maybe
it
I'll
on.
talk to the guys. We get to pick their games next week.
What?
We give them
Why
their
would
picks.
they ever agree to that?
I don't know, just to make things interesting. Otherwise, if they blow us out week 8 or week 9 in, that's just boring for the listeners. I'm trying to make it interesting.
People love hearing us lose.
Yeah, because we beat them at their own
Everybody.
game for 2 years in a row.
They're very sweet.
Yeah, thank you, William. You can't have an epic comeback without an epic deficit. You're right.
I like the optimism.
You're right.
This guy's good. He needs to be a coach.
All right, now this. And that is brought to us by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Score $1 Hot Shots tacos when the Blues score 5 or more goals this year. Get in the game at hotshotsnet.com/blues. From New Baden, Illinois, Kelly Gustin is
Kelly.
Team Rizz of the day. Kelly is a huge fan of the Rizz Show, loves listening to the many conversations and games with the gang every morning. Kelly proudly sports his Rizz Show Weirdo stickers on his garage fridge and always makes sure to catch up with the podcast for any segments that he misses. Some of his favorite segments, loves Simpleton Trivia, loves Match Up with the Moon. They're always entertaining. Loves the camaraderie between everybody and how well we mesh with each other, especially the way Rizz and Moon argue/joke around. Learn the Rafe's presence. He's a big fan of that. And King Scott. Yep, there he is in the other room.
There you are.
Oh, thank you.
Kelly Gustin from New Baden, Illinois. Am I saying that right?
Yeah. Or Gustin.
No,
Kelly Gustin?
Baden. B-A-D-N?
I'm sorry.
Or is it New Baden?
New Baden.
All right, good. Want to make sure. Kelly is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, it is 7:15. It is Monday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Severe delays. 44 eastbound between Missouri 100 and Osage Street out west. Your point forecast mostly sunny, high of 80. Right now it is 50 at the Point Studio.
We have a Rock Hall recap from this weekend. Guess who's got scabies now? Rocky's got the moves. And which rock stars were in scary movies?
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there.
All right, here we are backstage, Wayback Pointfest, with the boys from Lit. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you again.
We're doing great. Good to see you guys.
Okay, first and foremost, I hear that there is illness sweeping through the Lit camp. Can we confirm, deny what's going on?
I'd rather not use the word sweeping through because it's just one guy
Okay.
at the moment, and luckily we're at the tail end. We got like less than a week left of the tour.
Man, so you're hanging on.
We've been out for over 10 weeks or about.
All right, your kid has been asking you about hockey. They've been interested in it. They want to get into it, and you've done your research, and you've seen that it's pretty expensive to start hockey up. Well, there's a great way to save a ton of money and get your kids into hockey, and that's why you got to go to First Community. Swing by First Community because they've teamed up with the St. Louis Blues, and who offer a low-cost learn-to-play program for kids to experience hockey for the very first time. And again, it's an introductory program intended for kids ages 4 through 9 who've never got to participate in organized youth hockey. And it's all for a reasonable cost. So this is why it's wonderful. Your kids are going to get 6 weeks of on-ice instruction over at the Centene Ice Community Center, the same place the Blues practice at. Beautiful place. So they're going to learn in an incredible facility. And here's the best part. All their equipment, it's included with the registration fee. So the helmet, the stick, the pads, and yes, even those skates, all included. This is a wonderful way to get your kids into hockey, find out if they really want to play and if they want to stick with it. Then you go buy all the fancy stuff. But this is a great way to save a ton of money. You're going to get all that gear. Absolutely amazing. Swing by First Community today. Ask them about the Little Blues program or just go to firstcommunity.com.
Hey, we're the Interrupters! And we're here with our new friends Sarah and Donnie from The Point. We're at Music Record Shop and we're gonna go get some records.
Reggae and ska. This record is going to change your life. It really is. This is nightclub, gangsters, Rudy, A Message to You, Rat Race, man, Ghost Town. So we come, Interrupters, before we come out on stage, we play Ghost Town, and it's on this. You just have to get, I insist that you get that one.
Okay.
If you were gonna get a Ramones record,
Are you a fan of the Ramones?
I don't know. A lot of times I hear songs and I'm like, oh yeah, I love that song. I just can't remember who it was.
I Want to Be Sedated. And like Blitzkrieg Bop. So this is their second record, and it's really good.
In 8th grade, I went to a Catholic school. I had to walk from my school to my parents' office, and in between the school and the office was a reggae record store. Like it was a record store, mostly just reggae. From school until then, that most of my time was spent at that record shop.
Wow. So, I mean, that's kind of where it started. Like,
and the owner of that record shop was like, check this out. It's called incense, and you burn it. And I was like, cool.
Check this out. It's kind of like incense, but it makes it feel fun.
And then he was like, check this out. He's like, you're really gonna like this. Because I was like, I really like Nirvana. And he was like, if you like Nirvana, you're really gonna like this. And he put on Bad Brains. And I was like,
this slaps. We all know that.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I'm getting all of these records. I'm getting this record.
It's a season for scary stuff, and I'm telling you, the carpets in your house are scary. Scary gross. Oh, but I run a vacuum cleaner over the carpet, every couple of days, or I got one of those robot vacuums. Now, trust me, when you really get down in there, dirt, dander, bacteria, all that stuff is living and breeding in your carpet. It's got nowhere to go. Well, you got to get Zero Res in there. The Zero Res people will make sure your carpets are cleaned. The carpets, tile, rugs, upholstery, basically every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. So, this month, you could get your entire home Zero Resified from St. Louis's Ultimate Carpet Cleaner and get 3 rooms cleaned for $119. That's a big savings. And don't forget about your air ducts. Maybe something you never thought of cleaning. With an air duct cleaning, it's going to help with allergies and asthma. You're going to enjoy less dust, lower energy bills, and your home's going to stay cleaner longer. And don't forget about your dryer vent, too. Zero Res can take care of that as well. So schedule your appointment with Zero Res. Get 3 rooms clean for $119. Call 314-474-2020 or book online anytime at ZeroResSTL.com. Make sure you mention the Rizz Show. Spelled backward or forward, spells the same. It's Zero Res.
I'm a fan, I'm a freaking nerd, I'm a big fan. St. Louis City has my heart, and Together Credit Union has made it so very easy for me. Not only have they dressed me well with this lovely scarf, but they gave me access to the St. Louis City SC Visa card. The credit and the debit card exclusive to Together Credit Union members, but it's gotten me 10% off food and bev in the stadium at the home opener. It got me 10% off at the team store, which is beautiful, by the way. And you know how Rizz and I are super cheap with our time? We don't like to stop or wait in lines because we're prissy, we're crybabies, whatever. I got express entry because of this little card right here, so you can get it too at Together Credit Union. I love them. Go City! All for City!
And if only you could make a deal with God, I know we'll eat places. Been running up that road, been running in my heels, been running on the buildings and those places. If only could.
That was Kate W. Bush running up the hill.
Is our guest on the phone?
There's some guy named Bert on the phone.
Oh.
Bert.
Hopefully
That's the guy I'm supposed to be calling, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, the machine, Bert Kreischer on the phone.
Hey, man.
That was well played, gentlemen. That was well played.
Well, we're expecting a call from Bert Cummings, too, so we're not sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
It's funny. I told my son yesterday, I was like, hey, I have one of my favorite comedians on the show tomorrow. He goes, awesome, you have Kevin Hart on. I go, damn it.
My daughters and I saw Jumanji, the first one, for the first time, and I was like, I got out and I was like, God, I want to text Kevin and tell him how great that movie was. And they're like, Kevin who? I said, Kevin Hart. And they go, you know Kevin Hart? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, Dad, come on, you don't have to lie to us. I was like, no, I know Kevin Hart. And they're like, Dad, how would he know a guy like you? I was like, you know he's a comedian, right? And they're like, yeah, but he does big shows. I'm like, oh my God.
Do your kids think you're cool?
No, not at all. Not even remotely. Not even remotely.
Really? So, I mean, you have a lot of very famous friends, and they're not impressed?
Well, first of all, my daughter's not a friend.
Horror stories, and I even have one or two myself, and maybe you do as well, about, you know, going with the cheaper people or the new people or something. Somebody with no reviews when it comes to home projects, and that kind of stuff only ends up, having bigger problems, and it's much more expensive years later. You go with Woods Basement Systems, the all things basementy experts, the absolute experts for many, many decades in our area, since the 80s here. And it's their family serving our families here in the St. Louis area, from here to Springfield and pretty much everywhere in between. And we're talking about everything basement waterproofing, foundation repair, crawl space repair, mold prevention, egress windows. Maybe you have some cracks in the basement, damage in a new basement. My buddy had a new build, and his basement was broken within the first couple months. Called Woods. Why? Because Woods are the pros. They'll educate you on the right way to do things, and they'll fix it so it's fixed forever. Because these kind of problems, they don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, because the problem will be fixed forever. And I'm not just talking about basement stuff. I'm talking about sunken driveways, sunken front porches, concrete leveling, all of that. That's what I had. I had concrete leveling most recently done by Woods. And not only did they level it, but they installed piers. So it's out of my head. I don't have to worry about it every couple years like I had to before. They fixed it for good. Let Woods solve your problems. The all things basementy experts, Woods Basement Systems. Go to the website moonloveswoods.com. There's a special offer waiting for you right there. moonloveswoods.com.
I'm seeing your bucket list here in front of me, Learn, and some of these are definitely achievable.
Yes.
Some of them I'm not sure about.
Sure.
Yeah, some of them are going to be tougher than others. The first one, let's just get into it.
Yep.
And, where we welcome feedback. If anybody can help us, put us on the path to make these happen, please let us know. Because it's all about love and helping each other, lifting each other.
Welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com. Sexy time fun facts today. Sex toy of the week. It is Monday. We got to shout out our new sponsors, our new head sponsors. New week, new sponsors. The men and lady of many hats. All these companies have made some very generous donations to Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. And we'll start with Learn.
Yes.
Your head sponsored by
Blue Note Roofing. It is a BBB-rated, locally owned company committed to customer satisfaction through their quality workmanship on every job. With as much as 23 years experience, Blue Note Roofing is not only skilled in roofing replacement, but also siding, gutters, and more. Give them a call, 314-920-5713 for a free roof inspection, or simply go to BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com.
And thank you for your donation to Cardinal Glennon. Rafe Williams.
Jeremy Bright, partner of Compass Health Consultants and Healthcare Solutions Team. Jeremy Bright is a local insurance broker that handles individual, family, group, and Medicare markets. Give Jeremy a call or text at 314-724-6922 to get the best service in the industry.
And thank you for your donation to Cardinal Glennon. Moon.
Woodard Cleaning and Restoration. That's Woodard, W-O-O-D-A-R-D. Woodard Cleaning and Restoration, serving St. Louis for over 75 years now. Woodard247.com.
And thank you for your donation to Cardinal Glennon. And my head, sponsored by AccuLevel, is your foundation or basement giving you sleep with ice, proudly serving the greater St. Louis area. Free in-home estimates, financing options, and unmatched customer service. Whether it's stopping basement floods or ensuring your foundation is rock solid, AccuLevel is there to bring you peace of mind. Call today, 866-512-5672. That's 866-512-5672. And let AccuLevel help you create a healthier, worry-free home. All four of these companies, thank you so much for your donations. I was reading this interesting little tidbit here about family vacations. Mm-hmm. Remember as a kid going on a family vacation, did you get to choose where to go?
No.
Never.
Never.
This is where you're going. This is where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
You never had any input as to where you were staying, what you were doing, when you were going, nothing. 70% of parents turn to their Gen Alpha kids for family travel decisions. Now, this may be a whole, well, if I had to suffer, the kids got to suffer now, too.
Yeah.
You know the way I think. But this article says the next generation is actively shaping family travel plans, according to a new report. Gen Alpha, kids born between 2010 and 2025, influencing their parents' travel decisions. So I guess Hilton, the hotel chain, they surveyed 13,000 traveling adults, and they said 70% who travel with their kids, the kids have an influence based on their needs and interests.
I mean, I guess I can see you want your kids to be happy. You want to have a good time. Maybe you don't care as much as our parents did back in the 80s or whatever. And you want everybody to have a good time. And hey, if the kids are having a good time, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, and you know what? That's why I'm not upset about this at all. In all honesty, I like the fact that the kids are involved.
Yeah, and to be honest, a lot of the Gen Alpha parents are our age. And we remember getting taken to all these places that maybe we weren't as interested in. And we thought, you know, when we have kids, we're going to do it differently. And that's all this is.
Yeah, and 63% of those parents, quote, always or often let their kids pick where they go out to eat.
That's cool.
Wild.
Now, I do like the kids to have some input, and they do know that ultimately the end decision is
the adults.
The adults.
For sure.
But hey, you count as a vote.
Yeah, we're a team. I'm the leader.
Yeah, I want everybody to be happy.
Well, especially if it's a new place you're going. I get it if maybe you are going to a place and you want to take your kids there and you know the best. Like, I go back to my stepdad, Jerry. We did Christmas in Mexico one year. Best Christmas vacation ever. And he wanted to go to all these places in Playa del Carmen that he remembered and he wanted to show us. And that's cool. You know, we wanted to live vicariously through what he did when he was growing up. That's one thing. I mean, letting your kids run everything is too much. They don't have the wisdom.
Too much. No, they don't. Yeah, I said ultimately it comes down to your mother and I. You know, we are the ultimate deciders, but your input is. I'm happy to take it into account.
For sure.
Anytime I've gone on vacation with kids, I've catered to them, with or without their input. But I never went on vacation as a kid, and I know that I'm not trying to like cry anyone a river, but it's like we just didn't.
You want?
You can put on some sad music if you want. Vacation was a foreign, alien concept. We used to eat dirt when I was a child. We just didn't go. Like I've never went on. The only time I went on vacation as a kid was when my friends' parents like would bring us up here for like a ball game or something. But we just didn't. About every 5 years, we'd drive to Springfield, Missouri to see my dad's brother. That was the closest thing to a vacation.
We didn't,
and I did not get input on that.
We went to Pennsylvania, every summer, but it's just where we went. This is where the family went. No input from the kids. This is where we're going. This is where we're going.
It's exciting.
My mom always planned everything. You know, Disney World. We would go to Florida a lot. Like, I remember going to Florida all the damn time. I think I'm over Florida. Like, I was privileged enough to go as a kid, and then I started dating a guy whose mom and partner lived in Florida, so we would go there every year. I'm just done, you know? So, like, if I ever had kids, which I'm not, we're not going to Florida.
And the article brings up something interesting that we didn't have when we were younger, and maybe because the kids are more tech savvy now, they know a lot more about the destinations that we're going to. Like, they have the travel apps, they have the websites, they have social media, they got online reviews.
Well, yeah,
we didn't have that.
Like, I do this. When you're on TikTok and you start getting in the algorithm for travel, I have a little travel folder that I file things away. Like, ooh, I'd love to go see that. And that's what your kids are doing, too, if they got social media.
The kids are a lot more tech savvy than their parents. And they're like, well, let me try to, sway you with this slideshow of
adorable
water parks. This is why we should go to this one.
We used to do slideshow when we were kids. My parents would say, all right, we're going to do slides. And we always thought it was so cool because it was something different. We'd go in the basement. My dad would put the projector, and the screen up. And we would look at slides of my parents traveling without kids. Before
so
us.
happy.
Wow. Yeah.
Blissful look.
They were happy times. It was like, oh, look at that. My mom is scuba diving. Wow, they were really cool before us. Now they're lame.
Well, now with all this information that's just readily available at anybody's fingertips, they could put together a pretty powerful PowerPoint presentation.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
And really make a case for why we should go someplace. Yeah. So listen. It doesn't matter to me. Again, ultimately, it's our decision as parents, but it's okay if the kids throw their 2 cents into.
Yeah, my parents were pretty good about that because I had kids in middle school that were going to Mexico on vacation, all this stuff, and you're like, whoa, it sounds so cool. So I told my parents about it, and they took us to the lake for camping. So it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's something.
Mm-hmm.
We had to lay down in the back of my friend's mom's Dodge Daytona. You remember those?
Oh, yeah.
That had,
Those are nice.
instead of a back windshield, it had the thing that looked like those visor sunglasses.
Yeah, hatchback, right?
Like the shutter.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just remember me and my friend Casey had to, because we had so many kids in this little bitty car to go to like the lake that was like 20 minutes
My
away
cousin
from
had a
us.
Dodge Omni. Had the same thing.
Yeah. Maybe I think it was a Daytona.
Those are
I just remember we got sunburned in like stripes. You know what I mean? Because we were just like little kids laying back there, no SPF. The sun just beating down through those shutters.
Yeah.
And we're just laying there like Nosferatu trying to go to the beach. And then Casey and I would come home and we look like the Hamburglar because we would be burned in little red stripes. Good times.
Good times.
No safety.
None.
Oh, no, that was the best. I mean, when you felt like you were helping with the crime. Like moms were like, okay, you got to lay down because we got too many people in this car. I mean, that was the thing. That was how I went to movies with all my girlfriends.
Oh, yeah. We were just like laying in a hatchback, heads against the seat.
Yep.
If there's a collision,
Everybody's dead.
it's game over.
Yep.
was
Good
fun.
times, right?
Yeah, it was fun, man.
My
It
mom-
kind of felt like you were doing. You said it was like you were part of a heist or something.
Right.
You felt like you were doing something cool.
I remember specifically thinking like, oh man, my mom's a cool mom. Like she doesn't care if we have
Pam
seat
Loman's
belts on and
Dodge
these bucket
Daytona.
seats. Yeah, this is my mom's Trans Am Firebird T-tops.
Yeah,
Damn.
gray with black shutters.
Let's stuff as many kids as we can in
She
here.
wants to go
Hell yeah.
see what was the movie with the Coolio song? Oh, Dangerous Minds. The kids want to go see Dangerous Minds, an R-rated movie. It's 1997. Load them up.
Yeah.
Drop them off.
All right, today is October 21st. Back in the day, 145 years ago, in 1879, Thomas Edison turned on the first working light bulb in Menlo Park, New Jersey. It shined for 40 hours. 52 years ago, 1972, St. Louis' own Chuck Berry had his first #1 record with what song?
My Ding-a-ling.
Johnny Be Good.
We got Johnny Be Good. My
Roll Over
Ding-a-ling.
Beethoven.
What's the?
It was a live.
Riding around in my automobile.
I thought it was a live
that's a good
version
one.
of My Ding-a-ling.
Is that the name of the song?
Isn't it named as some female's name? What's that?
Maybelline?
Maybelline.
That's
So we
what I'm
got
going
4
with.
different answers.
And only one can be
And
right.
back on this day, in 1972, 1992, Madonna's picture book Sex went on sale for $49.95.
And the only person I've ever known to own it was Jeff Burton.
And Carl the intern. Carl Middleman had it because I wanted to see it because there's only so many of them, right? That I don't think they
Yeah,
print them
they're
anymore.
out of print anyway. Oh, I don't know where it is.
I don't. Well, it's at Carl's house.
Well,
and-
I don't know where Jeff's version is.
Oh, well, it was really cool. Like Vanilla Ice is naked in that book. It's wild.
Did we? Is it gone? Is it thrown out?
What do you mean? Was it here?
It was here. It was under Jeff's desk for a long
It's
time.
not under there.
You're kidding me. What did you
Why
guys
was
do
it
with
here?
it?
What was he doing?
It was in the suitcase full of pornography.
Oh. Oh, I hope Julie got it back.
I'm sure she
Oh, no.
wants
My
that.
Jeff drawer is untouched.
It may be in there then.
Most of his stuff is in my.
It was like a metal cover.
I'll
Yeah.
look.
Wow.
There's still everything that was there, that was left behind. It's
Still
gone
there.
untouched. I treated it like that exorcist room. Leaving
Sealed
it
up.
as it is.
Sealed off. So that happened 32 years ago. Madonna's picture book Sex came out. That same day, Elton John filed a $35 million lawsuit against a reporter who said that John moved to Atlanta to be near an AIDS treatment center. But Elton's lawyers were like, no, he just enjoys the area. That's why he moved here. 29 years ago, 1995, Shannon Hoon from Vine Mellon dies of a heroin overdose. He was only 28. 21 years ago, 2003, Fred Rerun Berry of What's Happening. He died at the age of 52. And 2 years ago today, in 2022, The Rock's Black Adam was released. And that did not do well. That kind of just came and
Did you see it?
nobody talks about it. I didn't see it.
It was so okay. Like it was good in a lot of ways, and then you get to the end and you go, I don't know what happened.
It was supposed to be like this
Yeah,
franchise
destroyed.
starter.
The ending was awesome, I will say, because of a cameo. And you go, this is awesome, this is awesome. And then they ruined it anyway, and they dropped Henry Cavill.
They said he is the reason. That movie was so bad that it they had to reset the DC universe, and that's why Henry Cavill's not Superman anymore.
Oh, really?
The Rock had like really lobbied for this DC universe to center around him because he's such a huge star, and they went with it, the Zack Snyder one or something. And I'm sure there's a bunch of people going to correct what I'm saying, but the way it was laid out was like that was supposed to launch the new DCU, and they scrapped it all and gave it to James Gunn, and because that movie did so poorly, and I was like, no.
Yeah, you really don't hear about it. I remember it was a big thing when it was coming out. It was like, oh my God, The Rock's Black Adam.
It was just like it was just timed strangely. He was so overexposed at the time.
Yeah.
Not that he isn't now, but.
Well, that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And we're going to start with the 39th Annual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which took place this weekend at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland. It aired on Disney+. And among this year's honorees were Ozzy Osborne, Peter Frampton, Foreigner, Jimmy Buffett, Cher, Dave Matthews Band, Mary J. Blige, Kool and the Gang, A Tribe Called Quest, MC Vive, and Dionne Warwick. So let's start with this. Sammy Hagar, inducted Foreigner, saying, "The first time you heard Jukebox Hero, you knew you were jealous. He says, to me, that's one of the greatest rock vocal performances ever." Here is Sammy Hagar inducting Foreigner.
I love that song.
But when I think of Foreigner, I go way back with Mick Jones. We go back to the early 70s. My first tour as a singer in a little band called Montrose, we were on tour with Spooky Tooth, and Mick was in Spooky Tooth, and we were both opening for Humble Pie. Mick and I became really close friends. We're still close friends, and I'm really sad that he's not here tonight. He deserves this more than anyone, but he's out there watching, I'll tell you right now, and we can just look at Mick in the eye and say, Mick, we love and miss you, and congratulations.
Is he sick, or is
he declined to go?
Just didn't want to go?
Yeah. Here is Lou Graham thanking Mick Jones to close out his induction speech.
Along with the many triumphs and accolades, we didn't always agree about Foreigner's musical directions, but all told, we were very fortunate to have been in Foreigner together, and our music continues to stand the test of time.
Okay.
Yeah. Peter Frampton was inducted by Roger Daltrey, his close friend, for 60 years. He then spoke glowingly about Frampton's guitar playing, his songs, and how he survived endless pranks by Keith Moon and John Entwistle when Frampton's band The Herd opened for The Who back in 1967. Daltrey said at that moment he knew Frampton was a survivor. Here's a portion of Peter Frampton and Keith Urban performing Do You Feel Like We Do?
My muscle disease, IBM, has given me a completely different outlook on life. When I look out over the audience each night, I see very happy, excited people enjoying an escape through my music. But I have no idea what battles they or you might be fighting. I am now fully aware of what lies behind a hello and a handshake, because we have no idea what others might be dealing with in their lives.
I love Peter Frampton. Have you ever seen him live?
Kindness is king.
So he can't play guitar anymore?
Right.
Really?
So he has, I don't know if he has Parkinson's or some other type of debilitating.
He called it
IBM.
I know it's a
What
computer.
is that? That is a computer. IBM.
Got me
Peter
there, man.
Frampton.
IBM.
I got to see him.
IBM.
International
on this
Business
last tour.
Machine.
So it's inclusion body myositis.
Autoimmune disease that affects his muscles.
Which sucks. Because the last time I did get to see him, which was 2018, maybe 2017, it was excellent. It was like one of those shows, and I'm not like the biggest Peter Frampton fan, but I knew I wanted to see him. And
Yeah, you know the songs.
You know the songs, but I got all misty-eyed. I was like, you are seeing greatness with Peter Frampton, you know, so it just sucks. But he did get to perform, which was awesome, and you'll be able to see it. Now, Jimmy Buffett was honored posthumously. He, got this musical excellence awards.
What a BS. What a BS award.
Really? James Taylor inducted Buffett, saying he was like a heroic figure in Greek mythology. So here's an emotional James Taylor inducting Jimmy Buffett into the Rock Hall.
Okay, so the musical excellence award, just put him in like normal.
Right.
He probably... I would
Deserves
say
to be
Jimmy
in.
Buffett deserves it.
Oh,
Sure.
heck yeah. He's only created $1 billion
Musical
industry.
excellence, my ass.
Well, your ass, here it is.
His adventure was our adventure, and we got to share his huge love of this life. He loved being Jimmy Buffett. He loved the music, the life on the road, and he absolutely loved his audience. We were summoned to a tribal celebration, the Parrot Head Nation. He was larger than life, but somehow at the same time always right-sized and always authentic. Jimmy was the self-made man and a poet, and there won't be another like him. I just wish I could see him enjoy this moment tonight.
I regret not seeing Jimmy Buffett.
You do?
Yeah, because it's I'm not so much into his music, but I know it's a thing.
The culture of it.
I know like a Jimmy Buffett show is a thing.
Yeah, it's like a Grateful Dead show.
It'd have been fun.
Or a Sammy Hagar show. I think Sammy Hagar is the new Jimmy Buffett, to be honest with you, because of the tequila and the red, and it's a culture. It's like a little subculture of music. A Tribe Called Quest was inducted by Dave Chappelle, who said, I know this is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but the movement of hip-hop was the birth of so many great artists, and it started with these men sitting at this table. He says, Tribe, I want to thank you for your service. What you've done for our culture means the world to me, but what you did for me changed my life. You shared your platform and invited me to be on Saturday Night Live with you, and it brought me back to television after 12 years in the cold, and I'll always be grateful for you. Here's Tribe Called Quest with their rock performance.
Yo, you really need a hug. Come on. It's a big struggle, a life filled with fun. That's what I love. A lower plateau is what we're above. If you diss us, we won't even think of. We'll nipple the dog and give a big shove. This rhythm really hits like a snug glove. It's a come on, like a fuzz glove. Turn the plus class high like a dog.
Yeah, they got some great songs.
They're great. But for me, I got a little emotional. I was watching this last night, just the medley for Ozzy. You know, arguably one of the most well-deserved performers in rock of all time. Ozzy Osborne deserves to be a twice inducted person, and he was. Jack Black inducted him. You could definitely tell Ozzy's Parkinson's is happening, and it was really, I hadn't seen him like that before. So he's sitting in this bat-winged throne. It's so cool. And he's up there. And
yeah, people were wondering, like, is he going to perform? I just don't think he's got the capability.
And I'm glad
so
he
much
didn't.
Anymore.
I'm glad he didn't. Because I feel like I didn't want to see him like that. And at first I wanted to, and I was like, I hope he does. And then I saw, and I was like, oh man, he just needs to rest. But it was so cool. So here's a portion of Jack Black inducting Ozzy into the Rock Hall.
I was 13 years old, wandering around the record store. What should I get? Styx? Journey? An older rock aficionado noticed my indecision, and he said, stop f***ing around, kid. This is the album you need to get, The Blizzard of Oz. Man, was he right. Thank you, nameless rock aficionado, wherever you are. You changed my life.
And here's a portion of Ozzy's acceptance speech.
I've been fortunate over the years to play with some of the world's greatest guitar players, drummers, bass players, and that. Few of them are here tonight. But I want to spend one thing for a guy by the name of Randy Rhoads. If I hadn't met Randy Rhoads, I don't think I'd be sitting here now. And more than that, my wife Sharon saved my life. And my grandbabies and I love them all.
So the first of the performers to come out, so they did a medley of solo Ozzy. So Maynard James Keenan, who was nervous, we talked about this last week, he was nervous about having to get up there and sing Ozzy. He was so honored, but he wanted to kill it. Maynard gets up there, absolutely kills it, has Wolfgang Van Halen playing the solo for him. So listen to this.
I watched the clip of this last night, Wolfgang Van Halen.
This is Crazy Train.
Solo, the Randy Rhoads solo.
Yes.
For Crazy Train. Cool.
Awesome, right? Then Jelly Roll comes out really fast. And the transitions that they did for this medley were awesome. So Jelly comes out doing Mama, I'm Coming Home with Zakk Wylde on guitar.
Okay.
It's not very good. It was not very good.
Skip that one.
But
You
then
can stay out there.
But I gotta say, our friend of the show, Robert Trujillo, was on stage as well the whole time. You had Chad Smith on drums, and then it was Billy Idol coming out with Steve Stevens on guitar to do "No More Tears," and I thought he did really well.
All right.
We'll bring another attack.
You did all right.
Okay, I'm sure you had to be there.
I think Maynard did the best out of everyone. But Maynard James Keenan, I swear to God, like when I was talking about this last week about the song I Want to Hear When I Die, like the Hollow, I just think he has the most beautiful voice. And his vocals were so clear, like especially comparing Jelly Roll, Billy Idol to Maynard. He did it in his own way. He didn't sound like Ozzy, but I loved it. So, and I probably
What song you wanted to hear when you died?
The Hollow.
The Hollow
from
from
Perfect Circle.
I think this crap has got to end where we keep putting these guys in right when they're over the precipice. There's only a few opportunities where guys will play for 40 years, 50 years, and still be able to sing, yet we never give them the chance.
I know.
Ozzy should have been in 5 years ago when he was still singing, and he should have sang himself in.
I agree.
It happens every single time. Didn't they do it to Aerosmith too? Like when they were too old and
Oh, they've done to everybody.
Aerosmith got in when they should have. Judas Priest didn't get in when they should have.
Yeah, they just got in a couple of years ago.
I mean, just like, what are you doing? Like,
Ozzy
this
got
is
in with
cutesy,
Black
but
Sabbath.
Jelly Roll singing Ozzy? 4 years ago, Ozzy could have sang Ozzy.
I agree with
He
you.
should have been in.
Especially because to be nominated, you just have to have 25 years under your belt. I mean, that's everybody, right? I mean, but at this point, and if they want to keep it short, if they're trying to make it into an event, they can only do 7 bands. You know what I'm saying? To make it, which sucks. I wish they could just 20 bands. Let's put them all in and boom, boom, boom.
But wouldn't that be nice if they have 7 bands and one of them is still, this guy's still rocking. He's in his 70s.
Yeah.
He's still rocking. Get him up there now. Stop wasting time.
Yeah, good point. Also, it's not like in the last 5 years, Ozzy's made new music. You know what I mean? Like the body of work was there.
We've seen the end is near
someone's
for
done 20
15, 20-something years.
Right, and if someone's got a 20-plus year career and enough hits to get in,
Ozzy Osborne does.
Well, just and anybody, just like they're not. Very few artists are doing their best work on the back 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually already there. So, yeah, why not just let them in sooner when they could actually enjoy the moment and sing their hits?
Dude, it's and that could have gone down, and now this goes down in history. And no offense to any of those guys, but it wasn't great.
No. Well, you want me to keep going? I got a couple more.
Yeah, 2 more.
So Dave Matthews Band, they were the night's final inductee. Julia Roberts came out to induct them. Here she is for Dave Matthews Band.
All right, Julia Roberts.
Fans of the Dave Matthews Band, we're not just fans. We are lifelong fans, avid, ardent fans, devoted fans, walk heaven and earth to be there fans. This is intense. You people are wild.
What do you mean, you people?
So here is a portion of Dave Matthews Band performing Burning Down the House from the Talking Heads. All right. And Tom Morello honored the late MC5 with the Musical Excellence Awards. Here is Tom.
MC5.
Cool. Saturday night's ceremony will be condensed into a 3-hour highlight show that will air on ABC on New Year's Day.
That was the best part of the whole thing.
Well
right there.
deserved.
Come on, man.
Good job, MC5.
Let's see what else I can give you. Liam Gallagher has shot down a report that Apple TV Plus wanted to pay big money for a documentary about Oasis and their reunion. Gallagher tweeted, quote, "We're not doing one. There's been enough said about this band. It's time to get rocking and rolling, not yapping and scrapping." So put that in the trash. You guys remember Benjamin Glaze from American Idol?
What a name. No.
Old Benny Glaze.
Old Benny Glaze. This is the guy who allegedly hadn't kissed anyone and Katy Perry kissed him.
Oh, this
You
couple
kinda remember
years
this?
ago, vaguely, yeah.
Well, that guy,
How's it going?
it's not going very well for him. So
Yeah, what's up?
So what's up is the dude just got arrested for possession of child pornography and like a ton of it. 700 images and videos were allegedly found on his phone. He was arrested on Friday. Disgusting. Guess who has scabies this week?
Guess who has
Scabies?
All right,
Scabies.
in this
Everybody?
room, time to play.
Not in this
Guess
room.
who has scabies?
Scabie watch.
What are symptoms of scabies?
Scabies is a contagious skin rash caused by a mite that burrows under the skin and lays its eggs
I
in you.
thought I had scabies.
My brother had it. Swimming in a public pool.
That's
how you
disgusting.
get it.
Ew.
Well, who do you think out of all of the reality documentaries you've seen that you loved on Netflix?
Does Gary Busey have scabies?
It's not Gary Busey. Great
I hope
guess.
it's not the Tiger King.
It is the Tiger King. 100 points for Scott.
no.
Joe Exotic has been quarantined in prison due to having scabies, and the prison has declined to comment on the confinement conditions for anyone in custody because I guess there weren't any precautions that were set to take place so people won't get scabies in prison. He's got it. Now he's on his own.
As of
public
now,
pool.
scabies is still denying it.
Yeah, they don't want it either.
Rafe, I think, speaking of Tiger King, I think we can make the official announcement.
Yeah,
Can we do it? We're good to go?
I feel like we're good to go. Yeah.
So tomorrow was supposed to be
Oh,
a special day here on the show. From my favorite show of the past couple of years, Chimp Crazy, Tanya Haddix was going to be in studio.
Right. Sans Monkey.
Because she's a St. Louis person.
Yes.
Well, he's from the Festus area. So tomorrow is going to be the day, but she has postponed. She's going to be in next Friday.
Oh,
I
good.
believe next Tuesday.
Oh, next Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Next
Okay.
Tuesday. So Tanya Haddix,
That's a get.
She's
That's
excited.
huge.
This is
Chimp
great.
Crazies, Tanya
I have
Haddix
so
is
many
going to be
questions.
in studio.
Yeah.
She's going to be sitting next to you, Learn.
Yeah, she's
right next to
here.
you.
And she's not bringing any animals.
No, I said no chimps.
Which is very unfortunate.
I said no.
way.
You are not allowed to bring
Yeah,
any
no
chimps here.
thanks.
Is she even allowed to have any chimps?
I don't know. I didn't watch the show.
Well, ask her on Tuesday.
But she's going to be here.
Right.
I don't know.
She's going to be.
Hey.
I know, I'm
one, two,
thrilled.
like
You're
2
her
chairs away
chimp
from
now.
her.
Oh yeah. She's doing the whole. She's doing the show. She's doing the number 2 show.
The circuit.
I cannot wait.
She's excited.
That's great.
It was crazy. It was crazy to be. I was at my remote with Anthony Stalter Thursday, and he was talking to me about something. I go, hold on a second. Tanya Haddix is calling me, and he goes, what? And I go, I know I can't believe I just said that sentence out loud, but I got to take this.
Yeah.
You thought it was some kind of weird flex.
He goes,
That's wild.
the lady from Chimp Crazy? I go, yeah. It's a long
Keeps
story.
blowing me
bud.
up.
Keep doing your pick'em challenge. I got bigger things on the horizon.
So next Tuesday, in studio, Tanya Haddix.
Fantastic.
Looking forward to it. Super excited.
Moving into movie news, horror sequel Smile 2 was the #1 movie in North America this weekend, earning $23 million at the box office. Number 2 is The Bad Robot, followed by Terrifier number 3, and that's all your movie news. Sylvester Stallone showed off a lot of his dance moves this weekend on Instagram. He was doing like a fitting, and some Motown came on, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles' More Love, and Rocky started dancing to it. A lot of pointing his fingers, lots of thumbs up. Ladies were going wild. And finally, Rob Zombie's directed several terrifying movies, and Slash has even produced Nothing Left to Fear. But they're not the only rock stars with horror film experience. Plenty of our favorite rock stars have made cameos in horror movies over the years. Do you have any that stand out to you that you've watched?
The Lincoln Park guy in the Final Destination
Yes, Chester Bennington in Saw: The Final Chapter.
movie. Oh, okay. Saw.
Paris Hilton got killed in
House of Wax.
We're not talking Paris Hilton. We're talking rock stars in horror movies.
He wasn't in a
Specific.
Final Destination one either?
I'm just saying Saw: The
Technically,
Final,
she
the
had an
final
album.
chapter.
I'm just saying.
You're right. Count it.
All right.
Oh, Dee Snider in
Strangeland.
Strange, yes.
That's exactly right. Anybody else? I can just give you this
Is
list.
Rob Zombie in any?
I mean, he's
gotta
made
be.
all of
I mean,
his.
he's made all the movies.
Right.
His
Is he
wife's
in
in
any
it.
of them?
I don't think so. I don't think he stars in his own movies. Or if he does, he doesn't look like himself.
Who else? I'm trying to think.
Ozzy and Gene Simmons were in Trick or Treat from 1986.
David Bowie in The Labyrinth.
David Bowie in
Yes.
The Hunger. Labyrinth isn't considered a horror movie.
Yeah, right.
Red Hot
Scared
Chili
me.
Peppers' Flea was in the remake of Psycho in 1998. Jonathan Davis, I remember this one was in Queen of the Damned from 2002. Great soundtrack. Debbie Harry was in Body Bags from 1993. And like Rizz said, Linkin Park's late singer Chester Bennington in 2010's Saw: The Final Chapter. And that is your crap on celebrities.
Celebs celebrating a birthday today. Doja Cat is 29. Kane Brown is 31. Glenn Powell, Twisters, Top Gun Maverick, and Anyone But You is...
He's the new guy. That's Glenn Powell.
Oh, yeah,
He's like
everybody
the
loves
new-
him.
He's the new, like, it guy.
He's 36. Amber Rose, Kanye's ex, is 41. Kim Kardashian, Kanye's ex, is 44. Steve Lukather, Toto guitar player, and he played the rhythm stuff on Thriller. He's 67. Charlotte Caffey, Go-Go's guitar player, and We Got the Beat, is 71. Judge Judy freaking Shineland.
Wait, how old is she? Let me see. Check my tattoo.
This is Rizz's
Let me
crush.
check my tattoo. 83.
Wow, dude, you're aging your gal. She's only 82.
Oh.
And
my apologies.
Manfred Mann.
Oh, yeah.
is
Earth Band.
Is 84 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Gigi Allen's. And today's birthday girl has been in 196 fine films, including Amazon Ballbusters,
Oh, no.
The Bikini Bondage Battle, Rave's favorite, Edge the Gimp.
Are there any cock-off films? Because Gigi Allen,
No.
the man, was all about...
This is
pooping
Gigi
on-
Allen's.
I know.
Not Allen.
Edging the Gimp was really good. It was cutting edge.
You liked the plot?
I did. It was like
Game of Thrones?
no, it was more like Gleaming the Cube. Do you remember that movie?
Yes.
No.
That was
Of course,
very
Christian
similar.
With
Slater.
Nicole Eggert.
Was
that
the lead
Christian
in
Slater?
that named Forrest?
Gleaming the Cube? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that was a skating movie.
Yeah, but who's the star?
I think Christian
Christian
Slater,
Slater.
and Nicole Eggert was in
Okay, that's what I thought.
Gigi was in I Have a Wife, 42 and 43, and a movie called Killer Ass, My Secretary the Slut, Suck My Stiletto, Unplanned Orgies 24, and who could forget a role in 2015's No Balls Allowed. Gigi Allen's is 38 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities.
We can all agree an unplanned orgy is the worst kind.
You got to plan those out. Well, I mean, you got to, is it going to be a fruit platter? What's going on?
You gotta know.
You got to know. You got to be ready. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with your Sex Time fun facts, including why Joe? Science tells you so. I know that rhymed. Also, women are more attracted to men in sensible cars than expensive cars, and seeing your partner get hit on might make you love them less. All that and more. Sex Time fun facts next. 8:01 Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have delays 270 eastbound between 44 and Manchester, average speed about 30 miles an hour. Also, delays 70 eastbound between Earth City Expressway and St. Charles Rock Road. Your point forecast, mostly sunny, high of 80. Right now it is 55 at the Point Studio.
Who is Trailer Trash Tammy? What happens when you combine random internet trends into a single video? What is a mukbang? And are we so desperate to be distracted from our own reality that we resorted to binging videos of people shoveling anything edible into their face hole? More on that today on The Number 2 Show. Welcome back to The Number 2 Show. Today, forget sex, drugs, and rock and roll, baby. We've got something that tops them all and is twice as indulgent. Mukbangs. Mukbangs sound like something that would require a lot of explaining if your mom caught you watching one on the family computer.
And cleaning out your garage, and you get all the scrap metal. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do with the scrap? You going to throw it out? Why have that stuff just end up in a landfill? Why don't you recycle it and actually make some money? Scrap Mart Metals, 3 locations. Valley Park right at 141 and 44 Jonesburg and Peevely. Clean, safe, convenient. Now, contractors clean up on the job site. Worst part of the job. Make it easy on yourself. Get your dump trailer. Fill it with all the scrap. Drive it on the scale at Scrap Mart. Let them recycle it for you. Plus, walk away with some nice cash in your pocket. Cast iron, steel, electric motors, batteries, aluminum and cans, stainless steel, brass, copper wire. Scrap Mart has been offering top dollar payouts for all your scrap since 2011. Recycle smart at Scrap Mart. ScrapMartMetals.com, ScrapMartMetals.com. Peevely, Jonesburg, and Valley Park. ScrapMartMetals.com.
How are you, good sir? It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, I'm doing well. We're chugging along on this tour, and it feels pretty good.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, all right, how's the knee going, man? Are you doing okay? And I would assume that Josh has done a lot of apologizing since this all went down. But are you doing all right?
Josh is very sorry, and my knee is still kind of oozing liquid, but we'll be fine.
All right. It's very nice, and I appreciate you being a professional about it and all. But that looked like that hurt, and I know those sorts of things have to happen, and you got to play through the pain. But yikes, it just didn't look pleasant.
Yeah, I mean, as the story goes, I tripped on Josh's drumstick that was on stage, and I mean, just very unlucky circumstance, but also a lesson learned where, hey, we got to make sure that stage stays clear. But yeah, my left knee kind of hit part of the stage, and it kind of sliced it open a little bit, not to be too descriptive. But it's I'm not a huge fan of whenever an artist or performer is either maybe they got like a sickness, or they're not feeling well, or they're almost losing their voice, or they're injured. I don't know if unless obviously there's no way around it, but my default is to hide all that on stage. My default is to present the show as like, this is the only show we're playing, all year. And I really do feel like we need to individualize each show as that important, because there are people who are coming to that show that see it as that, and so to downplay a specific
is helping us raise money for Cardinal Glennon Hospital. Yes, if you haven't done so, you can stop by any Together Credit Union branch and pick up that Hollow Weirdo sticker. It only costs $1. Your donation helps children walk through that hospital door and come out even healthier on the other side, and it's a big deal. Thank you, Together Credit Union, for being a big part of this the last couple of years. And there's even more exciting news. On the back of the Hollow Weirdo sticker, you're going to see something that's all about the Together Credit Union partnership with the St. Louis Zoo. The new partnership means that, as a member, you're going to have access to the St. Louis Zoo debit card, now available exclusively at Together Credit Union. The St. Louis Zoo debit card rounds up the change from your transactions and donates the money to the St. Louis Zoo. All Together Credit Union members with the St. Louis Zoo debit card receive an exclusive membership to the St. Louis Zoo as well. And your zoo membership includes discounts, attraction tickets, parking perks, and more. So just yet another thing that Together Credit Union is doing in our community and giving back to our community. Visit togethercu.org/zoo to learn more about that card. And if you sign up before the end of the year, you will receive a sea lion plush toy with your St. Louis Zoo debit card. So many gifts. Support the St. Louis Zoo by becoming a Together Credit Union member today. And don't forget, while you're there becoming a member, grab one of those Hollow Weirdo stickers. Together Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA. Togethercu.org.
All right, we're here at the Burton House in Eureka, and I've been talking on the air about how they want to get rid of this almost 100-foot tree, 110-foot tree, something like that. My tree guy, Tom, he's almost 77. He's cutting the sucker down with our buddy Ryan. And I got my friend Brad over here helping out. So we're hoping it falls that way, and not that way, or that way, or that way. And I asked him, is it going to go that way? And his wisdom was, that's the plan. So we'll see.
Backstage at Pointfest, and this is, I gotta say, of all of the interviews that I've done, as far as the placement in conjunction with the show, this one is a little different, because there's not going to be a show here tonight, but we've got Highly Suspect here to join us. So, gentlemen, hello, and I'm gonna make this probably pretty awkward for all of us.
Happy to be here. Grateful to be here.
Well, it's absolutely wonderful to see you guys again, and it has been a spell since we have heard new Highly Suspect music. All right, so I want to know when there's something new work. I mean, what do you got? There's got to be something going on. You got to have a single. You got to have a record.
June
There's gotta be something.
22nd. You heard it fucking here first, right here on the point.
Ooh.
June 22nd. I'm not
like
going to give you the name of the song, though.
Okay.
But that'll be the first single.
All right, I'm going to do this, though. I will admit, though, I heard the song yesterday, and it's freaking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, we're on your Instagram Live? You do not want to be on the Instagram Live with me, man. I'm not a guy that's made for camera. I am the face for radio if there ever was an example.
I think you're beautiful.
Well,
June 22nd, and we are so fucking bummed about not being able to play today because, you know, maybe you would have gotten a little tease.
I think we would have. That's your way of saying you were going to play the new song in the set.
I just said maybe. I don't know.
So,
licensed plumbers, Hoffman Brothers is growing, and they want you on their winning team. Now, they fix everything from leaky faucets to full system installs. They offer top pay in the industry plus sign-on bonus opportunity. That's right, a sign-on bonus when you join Hoffman Brothers. But wait, there's more. 3 weeks paid time off, an 8% 401k match, a company van with gas, plus a phone, an iPad, all on them. They even provide tools and training. Now, work is year-round. It's a family-friendly place, a fantastic company culture, plus bonus programs to keep your wallet happy. Join Hoffman Brothers and be part of something special. If you're a licensed plumber who's looking for a challenging and rewarding career, then Hoffman Brothers is the place for you. Competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a supportive work environment. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at HoffmanBros.com, HoffMann Bros.com. That's HoffmanBros.com. Hoffman Brothers is an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
How are you, good sir? It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, I'm doing well. We're chugging along on this tour, and it feels pretty good.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, all right. How's the knee going, man? Are you doing okay? And I would assume that Josh
99 again.
Did you guys talk about the local coffee chain that now has this national cred?
No.
St. Louis company named, quote, best coffee chain in national poll. This is done by USA Today. Coffee company with St. Louis origins has been crowned the nation's best coffee chain in part of a national poll conducted by USA Today. The highly touted USA Today 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards. Congratulations to
Kaldi?
Kaldi's Coffee, named the nation's best coffee chain.
It is so good. Awesome. I was just there last week. Get the egg bagel. Bagel with everything, cheddar on top.
Yep.
Herb spread.
Yep.
Cream cheese. Fried egg. Cheese. Delicious.
Yeah, the food's great. Coffee's great. A summary from USA Today reads, with a focus on espresso-based drinks and single-origin coffees, Kaldi shops are the perfect place to grab an Americano and a breakfast burrito before starting your day.
And their homemade vanilla latte. I don't know what they do that's different than all these chains. It's delicious.
That's awesome. Today. I mean, it's great. They got little kiosks. Is that the one you go to?
Yep. There's a Clarkson in Manchester, essentially. There's a drive-through there, which is super convenient. Or I was just at the Valley.
The
There's
Valley
the
one is a great.
Chesterfield.
The classic.
Is a great, big, good place for breakfast or lunch.
Gooey butter cakes, sandwiches, smoothies. They got it all.
Yeah, they're great. 13 locations spread across the St. Louis region, along with 4 Atlanta-based locations and a pop-up location in Columbia, Missouri. That's fantastic. So congratulations to everybody over at Kaldi.
And if you go to the one at the hospital, say hi to Phil Mall for me.
Who?
Their store manager over there.
Oh,
He's
yeah?
a buddy of mine, yeah. He's been at that company forever now.
Yeah, they started back in 94. So that's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah. I'm very happy for them. Good people over there. All right, let's do this. And it's sponsored by
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
All right. Well, joeing. Let's talk about joeing.
Now it's Joe time.
Okay.
The benefits. The benefits of joeing and jilling. I have a whole list of reasons why it's good for you.
Okay.
Number 1, why Joe? It makes you happier. Joeing releases 2 endorphins. You've got your dopamine, and you got your oxytocin. These chemicals improve your mood and release a natural high. Why Joe? It could help you have better sex. Joeing tones and strengthens the pelvic muscles, which means training, quote-unquote training, can lead to better and longer sex. As you age, pelvic exercise can even prevent erectile dysfunction and incontinence. And according to the University of Chicago, frequent Joers have more sex than those who Joe less often.
Oh. Interesting. I thought it would have been opposite.
Nope. Why Joe?
Why not?
It could be a natural hay fever remedy. A blocked nose in the summer is caused by swollen and inflamed nasal blood vessels, irritated by pollen in the air. During Joeing, the nervous system constricts blood vessels, soothing those in your nose and allowing you to breathe normally.
Outstanding.
Why Joe? It could fight cancer. That's right. An Australian study found that men who Joe more than 2 times a week are 36% less likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer before the age of 70 than those who Joe less. Rafe, why Joe? It could boost your self-esteem. Studies found that women who, yes, we'll say Joe, have overall higher self-esteem than those who don't because they know what their body is capable of.
Also helps with headaches, ladies. Got a headache? Go Jill in the bathroom, I guess.
We'll get there.
Okay.
It's on the list.
Great.
Learn. Why Joe?
Because I'm upset?
It fights off infection.
Good reason.
For women, a morning pleasure session can help prevent cervical and urinary tract infections by encouraging fluid circulation.
Outstanding.
Joeing also boosts cortisol levels, which regulates immune functioning. Moon, why Joe? Because it's great for your hair. That's right.
what I was going to say.
That's right. It's great for your
Yeah,
hair.
it grows on your
Yeah.
palms that way.
Blood flow is a major thing of both internal and external beauty. The increased blood flow during Joeing is great for both your skin and your hair. Scott, why Joe?
Yeah, why?
Because it relieves cramps.
Yes.
Causes them too if you're sometimes in
It's
your
a
forearm.
carpal tunnel thing.
But, you know,
That's for you guys.
yin and yang.
Jilling, that time of the month, increases blood flow to the pelvic area and easing pain. Muscle contractions that occur during jilling relieve tensions in the muscles of the uterus. Rafe, why Joe?
Clear mind.
It can help prevent diabetes. Exactly right.
That too.
Studies found that women who regularly do it could be less prone to type 2 diabetes. Learn why, Joe? Because it increases
Because he's
sleep.
out of town.
Joeing releases the hormone prolactin, which is responsible for feelings of relaxation and sleepiness. Moon, why, Joe?
Because it makes you taller.
Because it's a painkiller. A woman's pain threshold spiked by nearly 75% after climaxing through jilling. This is most likely due to the avalanche of neurotransmitters released post getting to the finish line. And there you go. Get out there, ladies and guys.
Can you do the, I feel like we need the more you know, because we didn't know.
Who knew?
The more you Joe.
The king of self-care.
Apparently, buying a Lamborghini doesn't automatically get you laid anymore.
I agree. I don't find.
I want your reasoning.
Okay.
Go
What,
ahead.
mine?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I like this is so stereotypical and sexist, and I apologize, but I love a man in a truck.
Yeah.
I don't, or a cool van or an SUV or whatever, Bronco.
A cool van.
I like that.
What about
Cool
a Prius?
van,
When I
bro.
see these dudes at car shows with their, and also like, I guess a muscle car, I guess that's sexy. But like I see these dude in Lambos like coming out of Clayton, I'm like, you freaking loser. Like I don't like it at all. But if I see a hot woman in a Lambo with like a tan interior, I get all Chevy Chase in the vacation movies. I'm like, yes. So I don't know. I don't like men in sports cars.
Well, check this out. So 56% of women say men who drive expensive cars are show-offs and arrogant.
Yeah.
And 37% think that he bought that car to overcompensate for something.
There you go.
We're thinking that something is size in the pants. But that's the old cliche, though.
Yeah.
But the old cliche...
Makes you feel better, though.
The old cliche, though, women are really thinking that.
Huh.
Yeah. Which is fine. They can judge me when I'm driving my Mazda.
What women? Where'd they take the poll?
Women like learn.
Right? She's right here.
I'm just saying, where'd they take the poll? You said 37% of women. Psh,
Just
whatever,
American
dude.
women.
Go to Clayton and ask 37% of women. They're all going like, yeah, I want somebody in a 99 truck. Get out of here.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on who you're asking.
Of course.
Like, I'll see a guy in, like, the Land Rover dealerships over here, and I'll see that, and I'm like, okay. But if it's a low-to-the-ground, bucket seat, little coupe thing, nah.
You're out?
Like a supercar. Like a neon green
What about a
Lambo.
muscle
Oh,
car?
throw them in my mouth.
Yeah, what about like a Charger or Challenger?
Yeah. 69 Impala.
79 Trans Am.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like any of that.
88 Mustang GT.
I like an old, like a 1970s Mustang. I like that.
Or like
But it's
an
got to be
80s
beaten up. It
Pinto?
can't be all beautiful and stuff.
You're telling me I come with a blue 78 Trans Am with an eagle on the front, you know, on with the
Right.
with the Firebird
Yeah,
up
I
on the
like
top.
that.
Yeah, right.
like
I would like to put that to the test. Can anybody sell me one of them for pretty cheap?
I think we should have a car show where men will just drive here to the parking lot and I will judge them.
through the window.
They'll just be a drive-by judging, and I will drive the men. I will. That'll be really fun for
I
me.
just thought your
Actually,
Southern Illinois roots, like an old, almost like a Monte Carlo, would just do it for you.
you know what it was?
Like it'd be stuck in there.
I had a lot
in
of
your
rich
gene pool somewhere.
chick friends that had like the brand new Mustang and stuff, and I always thought girls looked cooler with the sports car. I'm like, that's awesome.
But a
'cause we're
Mustang is kind of a
smaller.
gal's car.
Yeah,
So
I don't like
11,
Mustangs.
11% of women say they could tell where a guy is in life based on his car. Like if he has a sedan, he's more ready to settle down and have a family.
What about an old,
See that?
old Ford pickup?
Love it.
What's that say about you?
I don't
That's
know.
what I want. I want an old,
Now it says you have a lot of
boxy
money.
70s Ford, you know, with some Bondo on it, clearly painted over. Yeah. Is that going to get me laid in Ladue? What's that study say?
And finally, only 1 in 10 women say they would date a guy they weren't physically attracted to because of his car. So 1 in 10 would date a guy they were not physically attracted to because of his car.
It's a superficial thing, but I understand it. You know. Oh man, get a guy on a motorcycle, please. It's the best.
All right, imagine you're out at a bar. All right, let's say you and Tim are out. Okay, a strange woman, stranger, just starts flirting with him.
Yeah.
How would you react?
Bottle to the no, no.
You want to fight, bitch?
Nah. I love watching Tim get flirted with because he's so chill, and it's funny. I don't know, and I guess women that approach him like, I don't know, it's kind of a turn on in a weird way.
Okay. Glad you said that because, you know, maybe you're going to feel a little jealous or maybe a desire for your partner.
Yeah, it's a desire. I'm like, okay,
All right.
I'll make sure you still want to come home with me tonight.
New research actually suggests the opposite may occur. Like you could actually find yourself feeling less attracted to your partner and less invested in your relationship. So here's how they put that together. So a new study published in the Journal of Sex Research explores how people respond when their romantic partners receive unwanted, flirtatious attention from others. Now, the researchers found that witnessing a partner being hit on tends to trigger a self-protective response that manifests as decreased sexual desire and relationship investment. Quote, this is from the journal. While some people might attempt to make their partner jealous by attracting attention from others, hoping to feel more desirable or secure, research indicates that this tactic can backfire. Rather than strengthening the relationship, it may undermine the very bond it seeks to enhance. Now, across all the experiments, participants who witnessed or recalled their partner receiving unwanted, flirtatious attention reported feeling less intimate desire for their partner compared to those in neutral conditions. They also express less willingness to invest in the relationship and a greater inclination to threaten potential rivals. So, can anybody guess why?
I don't know.
Has this something to do with our caveman instincts?
Yes.
Of procreating?
Yeah. These findings suggest that when we see others express romantic interest in our partner, it may trigger fears about potentially losing them or being rejected. This activates a self-protective response aimed at emotionally distancing ourselves from the relationship to minimize potential hurt.
Quit before you're fired.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah. Our research reveals that the circumstances under which external attention directed towards partners can erode relationship well-being instead of fostering relationship promotion.
I wonder if that changes through time, though. Because there was a time where I think I was a little bit more jealous, and then we had to have like a talk one time. And then I realized that there was no way that that was a thing.
You had to have a talk?
I was like, you get over here. No. And because I was like, oh man, are you like into this chick? You know, my heart was breaking, and I, you know, so after that, I feel like he like reassured, like, hey,
you're my
girl.
lady.
Yeah. So I think that evolves. I think if you have the jealousy spike, talk about it, and then you don't have to worry about that ever again.
And they say while compliments from others may boost a potential mate's appeal early on, once we're in a committed relationship, that same attention takes on different meaning, signaling a possible threat to a partnership.
Interesting.
Like, oh, you like that attention, huh? Oh, okay. What's going on here? You like it?
I like a little.
Smile.
I like it doesn't. I don't get it. Does that bother you guys?
No.
I think it's kind of hot. Like she gets flirted with a lot. She's
Somebody
very
hits on my
outgoing.
lady.
I just sit back and watch it happen.
Me too.
And I'm like, she's going home with
Maybe
me.
I should get a free drink out of it.
I'll come in and
Maybe
lay.
I'll get a free drink
I
out
will
of it.
come in and lay the dominance down if I need to. If it's unwanted or if it's somebody I feel like is bothering her, I
Right.
don't like it. But if she's just flirting or getting attention from somebody, that doesn't bother me.
Hell, have him buy you drinks. Great.
I don't care
I'll
where
see
you
you
get your
later.
appetite. Eat it as long as you eat at home. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of like it when I like when a girl's a little jealous, not crazy jealous, not like cut up my clothes or like smash my PlayStation jealous, but like makes you feel kind of wanted a little bit. You know, like
Still
if she's
got it,
like,
huh?
I saw you. We make a joke out of it. I like to be like, I saw you. I saw so and so firing on you in the corner. I saw you twisting your hair. That's fine. You're gonna get it when we get home. You know, just like have fun with it.
Yeah.
That's just wild to me that people get upset about that.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you want to know the person you're with is like desirable?
Well, you know, some people have low self-esteem. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their insecurities
and it's their
coming out.
insecurities, and you know, they think, oh well, there's a potential that they're gonna like it from this person and go home with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen anyway, and it won't happen in front of you.
Right. Yeah, I don't mind. Again, you want to buy my wife drinks? Go ahead.
That's your your
luck.
angle.
Yeah,
is
that's
the
my angle.
savings.
Go ahead. that's my saving. OkCupid just released 2 graphs that basically summarize everything you'll ever need to know about dating.
Okay.
One graph shows a woman's age versus the age of men she finds most attractive. The other shows a man's age versus the age of the woman he finds most attractive. Okay, see where we're going here? For women, there's a very clear trend. At pretty much every age, women are most attracted to men who are around their same age. For men, there's also a clear trend. At every age, they're most attracted to women in their early 20s.
Okay. All right. Dang it.
Was this taken from Bill Belichick?
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio was studied for
It's mind-blowing. Every man between the ages of 20 and 50 most attracted to a woman between 20 and 24.
What? No way.
I'm telling you.
Well,
Can't argue with the numbers.
yeah, I could.
Numbers.
If I
Can't
were
argue with
single,
the
I
numbers.
could not date somebody significantly less than me. Like, I couldn't do the, all
It
right,
just says
he's
most
26.
attracted to.
Oh, attracted.
Most attracted to.
Yeah, even
If
that,
you're just
though.
like flashing pictures and saying who's hot, who's not.
I'm sure that's how they did it.
I had like a hard time. How old was Angus Cloud before he died from Euphoria?
Who?
Angus Cloud. He plays Fezco in Euphoria, the HBO show. Dude was born in 1998, so I am much older than him. And he was like the last, when I found out how old he was watching that show, I was like, oh my God, this isn't appropriate. I was like,
And you felt naughty?
I felt naughty. I'm like, I'm so attracted to this dude. Like, I'm a cougar. That's the last guy that was significantly younger than I that I was like, oh, he's a babe and I could totally date him. That was it. And he's dead now, so my loss.
Congrats.
Old age?
Yeah.
So the only age when women are most attracted to somebody who's not that close to their age are once they hit their mid-40s. At that point, women like a younger man. But by younger, I mean early 40s, not 20.
Older men are cool. I mean, I get where, I understand. I mean, the guy I dated, how old are you guys? Are you 46?
Yep.
Yeah. So when I was like just getting out of high school, I dated a guy who was significantly older than me, like your guys' age. I mean,
in his
no
40s?
offense.
What?
Not in your 40s. No. He was like if I was 18.
I don't know if we'd qualify as
7.
significantly older
So he was
than
like
you, by the way.
26. That's pretty old. Like 18 and 26. Like, I mean, 8 years difference, right?
Which is what, we're 7 years difference now.
Yeah, so he was 7 years different. But we dated and stuff. It wasn't anything weird. It wasn't like a grooming situation. It was just, I'd known him for a long time and just started dating him. And I don't know. I never dated really that much older than I again. I mean, Tim is 2 years older than me, 1 year older.
Well, a spokesperson for OkCupid says this, quote, "It's kind of terrible for women. From the time you're 22, you'll be less hot than a 20-year-old based on this data." It's just a thing.
Ah, great.
Yep. Well, there's always joeing and jilling.
Yeah, which is good for you because it makes you taller.
Which is good for
Right,
you.
your
Good
hair
for your hair.
grows.
Every time you Joe or Jill, the person you're doing it with is the exact same age as you, and that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Up here.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Get out there, folks. Have fun.
Put yourself out there.
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll finish off with your Sexton fun facts and the sex toy of the week. It's 8:31. It's Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have delays 270 eastbound between Big Bend and Ladue. Your point forecast mostly sunny, high of 80. Right now it is 56 at the Point Studio.
I'm seeing your bucket list here in front of me, Learn, and some of these are definitely achievable.
Yes.
Some of them I'm not sure about.
Yeah, some of them are going to be tougher than others. The first one, let's just get into it.
Yep.
And where we welcome feedback. If anybody can help us, put us on the path to make these happen, please let us know. Because it's all about love and helping each other, lifting each other up, checking stuff off. Here's a big one. See Daft Punk.
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk, they're broken up.
They're broken up.
I don't think they're ever getting back together.
Right.
So,
But The Weeknd, even this weekend, or even this past weekend, The Weeknd, the artist, said the only collabs he will do in the future is with Daft Punk. So there could be something on the horizon.
what about a Daft Punk tribute act?
Yes.
What about a Daft Punk lunch? Like you're at the Rainbow Room or something like that, and you look over and you're like, oh my gosh, I recognize
Look at
those
those. Just
guys.
two guys in helmets.
Those are the guys from
Because
Daft
it's
Punk.
see Daft Punk. You didn't say in concert.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me clarify. I would like to dance live to Daft Punk, those two guys.
The Fed lowered their rates. Now, what does that mean for you? If you're looking to refinance your house, maybe now is the time to jump in. Call Kevin Putney. Kevin is going to find the loan that fits your needs. So if you're refinancing, how about lowering your monthly payments or maybe shortening your loan term? Yeah, how about paying off your house early? Like we did that a couple years ago. We took our 30-year loan down to a 15. That's amazing. We're going to pay off our house early. And how about just lowering those monthly payments? I mean, this is something that's achievable by picking up the phone and calling Kevin and having him crunch the numbers for you. Or if you want to buy a home, maybe your first home, secure your dream home with more affordable financing. Kevin's going to put the loan together that fits your needs. Everybody's going to be different. Everybody's loan's going to be different. So Kevin's going to put the puzzle together, and he's going to make the whole process easy and painless. give Kevin Putney a call. 314-862-0123. 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. It's Kevin Putney, Equalizing Opportunity, all loans subject to underwriter approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
It's 105.7 The Point, Donnie Fandango backstage, way back Pointfest, Goldfinger, and we got everybody. How you guys doing? It's great to have you.
Woo! Thanks for having us.
Well, and welcome back to St. Louis. I know specifically people were absolutely stoked to see you guys and have you guys back here. And, you know, our buddy Moon is waving that Goldfinger flag when you guys aren't here, man.
Moon rules.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've known Moon way before Moon.
Thanks, buddy.
He's a really good man and an incredible musician, and it's an honor to have him in the band with us. Really, really incredible.
Thanks, you know, and I say this, and we're going to do this. We're going to make him feel uncomfortable. We're going to talk about him right in front of him, all right? But you have access to probably thousands of musicians. Moon, we see what Moon does with Greek Fire and things. What was it about him that you wanted to bring him into Goldfinger? Obviously, he can do a lot of stuff, so I would assume that. He's a good-looking dude. There's that, too.
The first conversation I think I ever had with Moon was, would you make out with Sting? And his answer was, of course, yes.
Yeah, in an instant.
Yeah.
Can I get an autograph, too?
And we both were in agreement that we would both jerk him off. And that was actually what we were talking about.
That actually is
It wasn't
true.
about making out.
Yeah.
It was about...
Yeah, you had the poster above, and I was like, that's my dude, man. Him and Garth
And you
Brooks.
slept in the studio and wanked every night to Sting.
Yeah, I didn't even tell you that. How did you know that?
My camera. I had my camera on you.
Man.
So I was wanking to you, wanking to him.
One question that I have is, we see you guys do these little pockets of tours here and there, and I know you guys all have day jobs in which that you do with other bands and producing and things, but why don't you guys do more? It seems like when you do, people are freaking pumped when you're playing shows and putting out a record. Is it just a matter of timing, I would assume, with all of the other projects that you have going on?
Well, I mean, look, there is a bunch of factors, including my knees are not 18 years old anymore, and we all of us. I mean, I'm probably the oldest guy in the band. I mean, our boy Nick Gross here on drums is our youngest member, who's got
16.
very healthy knees, but only one testicle, and that's okay though.
Yeah,
it's a big testicle.
It's large and in charge.
Hey, that's good, man.
Yeah.
It's just good that you make use of whatever it is that you have.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's true.
saying?
It's true. It gets the job done.
And that's all that matters.
He's about to have a baby, so it works perfectly well.
Yeah, it worked great. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yesterday I was mowing the lawn, listening to The Knife. What a freaking great record. What an absolutely amazing record. How long did it take you guys to put that together? And when will we hear any more new music from Goldfinger?
It's a great question. I mean, look, that record was 10 years since Hello Destiny, 8 years, maybe 8 years since then. So I had written a bunch of songs that I knew I write for a lot of other groups, and I knew that these songs specifically would not work for these other artists I was producing, and I kind of held them in my back pocket. And then in the end, I kind of wrote maybe 7 songs that I felt like could round out a record, and then Mike and Phil played on the record. Charlie just rejoined the band, Charlie Paulson from 1994.
Charlie Paulson.
Good to have you back.
Charlie
Love
Paulson.
you, Charlie. He's played, how many shows have you played now with us?
Back 5.
I know that I've said this to you guys before. I was talking to you here at this venue when you got arrested at the Warped Tour back in 95 or 96 or whatever.
Yeah,
we were just talking about that earlier. You guys gave us passes, me and my college radio buddies, because nobody else would. Thank you for that. And before your set, we'd interviewed you. You said, come back after the set. So we did. And we were talking to you guys. And as I'm talking to you, I can see the Maryland Heights police and a golf cart coming up. And I was like, oh, I know what's going to happen here. But it was legitimately the first time I'd ever been backstage and thought, this shit happens like this all the time. I have to have this job. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was unbelievable. Do you remember that day?
Totally remember that. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you spend the night in jail?
It wasn't John or I. It was our drummer.
Right. No.
And Fletcher, the guitar player from Pennywise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I remember he was telling people to pull the barricade down that day. No big surprise there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, after Guns N' Roses and Axl, we figured this was the place to get arrested, and we nominated Darren. So.
Wow.
They were just talking about it on the way here and saying that we need to relive that moment. I think it's Mike's turn.
No, no one's going to jail tonight. We're all parents and husbands and all that.
Nobody needs that. All right?
He's only got one nut.
We're good to stay hydrated and get a good night's sleep tonight. I think that's really what we should all be focused on. All right?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you as always. I know you're busy. I know you got a lot to do, but we just wanted to get you back and say hello and thank you very much for playing.
Thank you for having us. It's awesome.
It is Goldfinger Backstage, way back Pointfest. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Backstage at Pointfest, and I'm completely honored to be joined by Ed from Live. This is one of my childhood dreams to always talk to you every time you're in town.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Been following you. I was telling you, tour manager, I've been following you guys since, and I'm sorry if nobody out there cares, but I'm going to walk down memory lane with you. MTV 120-minute tour, Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
Shrine Mosque, I think is what it was.
I think so. It was our first tour.
That was your first tour?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you guys were like, talk about just being with the guys you grew up with. You guys were like 12 at the time or something.
Yeah, we started the band when we were 13, coming out of 8th grade into high school.
And I both go out to the Chesterfield Mentality Health location. MentalityHealth.com is where you can get all the information about everything they can do for you, fellers, to make sure that you are reaching your goals, feeling, looking, and performing your very best. If you felt off for any reason, maybe you're gaining weight, you're not sleeping as well as you'd like to, or maybe you just want to get checked out to make sure that you do have the edge in every way, that you're at 100%. Well, take it from us or take it from other folks. Real people, real results. There's a whole bunch of testimonials on the website, including this one. It says, after being on treatment for a little while, I feel like my brain is more clear. I have more energy. I don't wake up with that sleepy, groggy feeling anymore. Overall, I can feel my muscles and my body. I feel like I'm 18 to 21 years old again. That's Josh. Here's another one. Since I started this, I feel like I'm a kid again. It's amazing. People ask me constantly, and I preach to them about mentality. If somebody had told me earlier, before I was 50, that anything could make me feel 15 to 20 years younger, ask me where to sign right away. I could tell these guys knew what they were doing. Regular tests, consistent monitoring. And it goes on and on. I mean, 5-star reviews all over the place. Mentality Health. Get started on the website. They got a South County and a West County location to make it easy for you. Tell them Rizz and Moon sent you over at mentalityhealth.com.
Donnie Fandango from 105.7 The Point. Very happy to be joined by Dan Reynolds, frontman of Imagine Dragons. And Dan, we have a lot to talk about, but you are involved in one of my favorite life moments, and I have to tell you about it. And I've been wanting to tell you about it since it happened. It came up in my memories about 3 years ago this past weekend, and I had a chance to take, at that time, my 10-year-old daughter to see you guys live. My daughter's now 13.
Program, let's finish up Sex Time Fun Facts with this. All right, Rafe Dean Williams. What do we got this week?
Well, got a little something for make everybody feel good. Max Load Male Enhancement Daily Supplement. $39.99 with 3.6 out of 5 stars. Works naturally to increase your load while intensifying pleasure. Much like joeing and gelling, there are other things you can do. Want to be the boss with the most sauce? Max Load Male Enhancement Supplements dramatically increases volume while intensifying orgasmic contractions, leading to more intense pleasure. Blast off harder, longer, and with more desire, too. Decrease your downtime and bounce back strong from the night before with just 2 capsules daily. Max Load is a dietary supplement formulated with herbs and amino acids to achieve...
herbs and amino acids.
Yes, it's the Colonel's secret recipe. Finger-licking good. To achieve fuller length and girth. Happy endings, here we come. In tablet form, 60-count bottle, Max Load is for men looking to get it there and keep it there. Experience incredible erections with increased stamina and endurance, boost your desire and performance. Max Load is scientifically formulated with premium natural ingredients for maximum enhancement and endurance. Max Load works best with a regimen that includes proper exercise, eating right, getting enough sleep each night, and moderate use of alcohol. These measures plus a supplement like Max Load should get you the results you desire.
So far, I'm sold, Rafe.
So far, I mean, that's it. I say no more. Let's get to the reviews. First review, 3 out of 5 stars. Title of the review, Killed the Load Velocity. It increased volume, but I no longer had velocity. It wasn't ropes. It was more like clumps.
Oh.
My
Spraying out.
goodness.
Wouldn't recommend, wouldn't buy again. Jordan Cole.
But still gave it 3 out of 5 stars.
Well, that makes me feel like it was a fair review. Who knows? This one, 5 out of 5 stars from Billy May. Amazed. Honestly, I can't say if my volume is more, but something's different. First time I had sex 2 days after this. When I reached the goal line, it was intense as hell. I thought maybe a fluke. Had sex a few days later, and damn, it was even more intense. Don't know about the amount of baby batter. If nothing else, it did increase my O intensity. Will buy again. 5 out of 5, Billy May. And finally, final review. Clean up on aisle 2. 5 stars. A Stalter.
Wow.
I don't know what that is. Look out below. It's buckets.
Oh, wow.
I went from so little juice that it looked like my wiener was shedding a single tear to a master blaster. 5 stars. A Stalter. And that concludes this week's Sex Toy Review.
All right. Thank you. So we got ourselves a winner.
I feel like we do.
All right, Moon, let's get to some of our emails coming over, RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com, or your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app.
Emails brought to you by Kloss Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. We'll start with entertainment reviews. Hello, Rizz, Moon, Rafe, Scott, and beautiful Lady Learn.
Hi.
I was wondering if there will be a RizzShow Live next year. I'm debating between going RizzShow Live and RizzShow Night at the Enterprise Center. Problem is, funds are tight. I've been to Rizz Night at the Enterprise, but I've never been to RizzShow Live before. Can you confirm that there will be a RizzShow Live in 2025?
99.9999999% sure there's going to be a RizzShow Live.
You guys are the best. You help me get through my mornings. 3 out of 5 stars.
Save
Team Rizz
up.
member Rachel.
I mean, tickets for RizzShow Live are normally, affordable.
Yeah.
You've got a while.
Yeah.
Go to both.
Want to give like a little time of the year hint?
First half of the year.
First quarter?
First quarter, we'll say.
All right. First quarter.
End of the first quarter.
Yeah.
But, it's going to be good. What we're going to plan out is going to be...
You can only do one. Save your money. Go to RizzShow Live.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
I'd say hedge your bets. If you absolutely cannot
Gun to my
afford-
head, I got to pick one. Probably RizzShow Live, and not taking anything away from the Blues game.
It's
Right.
awesome.
And that is January 16th, if
Yes.
I'm not mistaken. January 16th, RizzShow Night with the Blues. Blues Flames. It's Thursday. We got that special RizzShow Blues jersey, which is
Yeah, that's
great.
pretty sweet.
That part is cool.
I mean, that's the part we will not have, I'm guessing,
At
a
RizzShow
jersey
Live.
for RizzShow Live.
No.
So if you want that and you're a big Blues fan, I would go to the Blues game.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
It is.
They've done the Blues game before, though, they said.
Oh, they have? Okay, and they haven't done RizzShow Live,
Didn't
so
get
I
the
would...
jersey, though.
That's
Yeah.
true.
This is a
The jersey is
once-in-a-lifetime thing.
People did get custom hats at RizzShow Live last year.
Sell a kidney, go to both.
Man, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Come to both.
Well,
Come to
good.
both.
You have time to save.
All right, next.
Hi. Do you know how we can access the photos taken at the Corey Feldman Movie Fest Spectacular on 10/12? It was amazing to meet everybody, and damn, Learn, you're a smoke show.
Oh,
you
look
look
at
like
that.
a rock
What's up?
star. Hoping to save our memento with the full group. We actually went through the line twice because we saw Moon got in later. Thanks, Rebecca, sent from my iPhone.
Yes, I emailed Matthew because the lady who was taking
Oh,
photos.
promo guy, Matthew, yes.
Promo guy Matthew. There was a intern/worker at the High Point Theater who was taking all those photos, and so he had the email into them last week. I don't know when they will get posted, but he's keeping us.
All right, just keep an eye on our socials. We'll put the link out.
Yeah.
We'll get you those photos. Next.
Good morning, gentlemen, and the most beautiful radio personality.
Thank you.
Hi.
Wow.
Thank you.
In the last 3 weeks, Learn has not done great on football picks, which in her defense, she's not a sports fan, so here's my theory. It was about 3 weeks ago that she had lost her tub. We can all assume that tub was not just for bathing, if you know what I mean. It's also October, which
No,
means...
I don't know what you mean. What
Do I
you mean?
masturbate in the
She's
tub?
not as-
No, I do not.
she's not as
Just
relaxed.
Clear the air. Thanks.
Which means the witches are talking to her and probably not about football. So I think if she loses again, one of the men on the show should take her shots for her until November, sent from Learn's voodoo doll.
Thanks. Yeah, I actually had a conversation with Tim this week because I had a really bad week last week. I was like a dragon. I was just going to eat everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it, Aries full moon, whole thing. And
Yes,
Tim,
that's it.
Tim finally saw the effects of us being like a month plus out without my sanctuary of my bathtub. The dude was like under the floor yesterday trying to figure out if this is something he can just fix himself because we need to save up money to redo the whole bathroom because it's a whole thing. And yeah, I'm in hell. So
the tub doesn't work because it leaks?
yeah, there's a leak in the tub. I know.
And you got an estimate to fix it?
Yeah, and it's more than just the tub. There's like a plumbing issue. Ugh.
Somebody sent a
once you
photo.
Once you start talking about pipes.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive. It's not good.
Somebody sent a picture of a shower tub where they just had like a blow up pool and a stand up shower, and it actually looked like it would work. And it's just like
That's for like a toddler.
quick bath fix.
Yeah.
She's a small person.
She's not
tiny.
interested in that thing. Come on,
Well,
it was this big. It was-
I do have the inflatable Hoosier driveway tub that I did soak it, or pool that I soaked in all summer.
Nice.
But, you know,
Bring it inside.
I don't think I can deal with all that.
No.
So, no,
Listen.
I'm just going to be miserable, guys.
Can
And
you
I'm
bathe at a
taking everybody down with
Can
me.
you bathe at a friend's house?
No. I mean, my best friend has offered. She's like, come over. You could, but it's the kids' tub. And I'm like, I don't want to do like a kids'
you don't want
are.
Scabies. That's how you get scabies.
I know, I don't
right
want
there.
scabies. My mom's like, come over anytime.
You don't want to move like Scuba Steve and like the dinosaurs that are like,
Yeah.
you know,
I
kids
know.
play with.
Well, and then the kids would be like, "Hey, Aunt Lauren's here," you know, and I don't want to deal with all that. So I just need my own private tub. So very sweet of that person to care, though.
Yeah, I would send her the picture of the tub and the shower.
Yeah, it's better than you think.
It's better than you think.
Okay.
It's Hoosier, yes.
It's Hoosier, but I think it could. I would rather do that than go to someone else's house.
All right.
I will tell you that.
Next.
Good morning, lady, gentlemen, and Big Terry. I swear I thought this was so obvious I didn't even email about it after it happened last week. I figured there'd be so many people pointing this out that you would say something about it, but not yet, so here I go. Rizz was almost immediately humbled over the fact that he thought nobody could look cool in a beret. Frankly, I kind of agreed with him. But unlike Rizz, I didn't forget about the badass military organizations that prove this absolutely wrong. So I find it strange that while the point is actively doing a charity event involving hats, that no company has automatically made Rizz sport a beret.
It's true.
Wow.
You said you would wear one, Rizz. Therefore,
I would. So
I
if
call
there's a
upon.
com- there's a
Therefore,
company out there-
I call upon any company currently considering or actively supporting this cause to make Rizz wear a sponsored beret for the remainder of this event. In fact, make him wearing a beret for charity synonymous with the fact that everyone wishes him a happy birthday daily. Just grinding your gears a bit, but I truly love you.
If there's a company out there that wants to have a company beret and you guys want to donate to Cardinal Glennon, please go to our website. All the information's on there.
Separate email. Eagle call to St. Louis area businesses. Would someone please sponsor a hat for Rizz and make him wear a red beret?
Eagle call. I'll do it. And don't forget, I did see the error in my ways, and I did say that, yes, the green berets are awesome.
I'm just looking at the shower tub.
And painters.
I just got it in my inbox.
This is the
Painters?
best.
I never said
man.
anything about painters.
Yeah, but don't paint like French painters. Aren't they always wearing
No,
a
I
beret
don't
or something?
know.
Mimes.
You don't think they look cool, huh?
Mimes.
Yeah,
yes.
they're upset. That community reached out.
Hit you over the head with a wine bottle.
The who else wore berets? Is it the Green Berets? The
Somebody in G.I. Joe.
Airborne, the 82nd Airborne.
82nd Airborne. They look awesome. The G.I. Joe
Pararescue.
guy.
Flint.
70s taxi drivers.
No.
Didn't Rambo have a beret? Who was like a machine gun guy that had a beret?
Rambo's boss had a beret.
All the guys in the Expendables.
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was Rambo's boss? The army guy.
Colonel
Troutman. He wore a
Troutman.
beret.
He was a Green Beret. John Rambo was an ex-Green Beret in the
Okay.
movies.
I told
It's his
you guys.
origin
I'm
story.
sorry. I didn't think about it.
It's okay.
Sometimes I speak before I think, and this was one of those instances. So my apologies. Not to the painters who wear berets. Screw them.
Okay.
You look dorks. Next.
Well, we're about to be educated here. Guys and gal, having less people play lotto does not increase your odds of winning the jackpot of a lotto drawing. By the way, their math is great. Their English, not. It's fewer people. It does increase your odds of not splitting the top prize if you win. If I'm the only person playing Mega Millions, I have the same odds of winning if there are a trillion players. Now, if there are a trillion players, you still have the same odds to win, but if you win, you have an increased chance of splitting the rewards sent from simple math.
Okay. Well, listen, and this comes from, I think, was Mega Millions.
I get confused every time. I'll admit this is my fault. I lead the confusion when it comes to this stuff because I don't play lottery and I don't know how many. There's 50 of them. You guys are talking about pick threes and mega balls and Powerballs and all this crap. I
Well,
don't know
listen,
what's
Mega
what.
Millions was increasing the price for a ticket.
Yes.
And they were saying, well, with less people playing, maybe there's more of a chance of you winning. Listen, I don't know.
I don't like it. I played that one time and I thought I'm going to win, and then I didn't win, and so now I'm not going to play again.
I'm taking my tickets and I'm
You
there.
gotta be
my
in it to win it.
$50.
You got to be in it to win it. Once it gets past a certain amount, and my mom starts, hounding me. You buy a ticket.
You buy a ticket.
You got to buy a ticket. It's 800 million. If I win, you're all going to be taken care of.
My mom plays the Queen of Hearts. She goes to all these.
Yeah.
Is that a boat?
Monroe County. No, it's a drawing where you get a card and.
Oh, that's a big deal.
It is a huge
Oh, yeah.
deal.
You guys have talked about this before. You see how I can't
That's
keep
Redbud,
up.
right? Redbud?
Yeah, Redbud, and sometimes in Waterloo and whatnot.
What is this, a 50-50 raffle for the county?
No,
or
no, no,
something?
no. It's a card drawing, and I don't know the ins and outs of it. I've never done it before, but it's a huge deal. People are like with their lawn chairs outside of a VFW hall, in like $1 million pot that they could possibly win.
You're kidding.
I'm not.
And what?
And
Cards?
You pull a card, and if
Some guy goes around and goes, pick a card, any card. and
really,
you just-
you hold it, and then if they pull it, you win.
No, is there only like 52 people that get to do the lottery?
I thought it was more than that. I mean, based on how many people are there, I think it's more than 52.
Well, if it's pick a card,
right.
there's only 52 cards.
Well, how many
Right.
decks?
Yeah, I don't know how many decks.
But there could be two,
Winners.
2, 3 kings.
Maybe it just people
no,
are drawing.
I'm sorry, 3 kings. There could
Queen
be
of
two,
Hearts.
three hearts.
Maybe people are just picking until there's a Queen of Hearts.
There are 52 cards and 2 jokers for a total of 54 cards. For a chance to draw the Queen of Hearts, purchase a $1 ticket.
I guess that's how it works.
And you can win.
You draw the Queen of Hearts.
I guess so.
Okay.
There's a guy who won $2 million out of that.
Wow.
Okay, so you pick
It's
until
an
the Queen
ongoing
of-
thing,
okay.
too. And I think they only draw 1 card, right?
I think so, yeah. It's just
You
that
have a
they
chance, so
wait.
you put in money for a chance to draw a card. Okay.
Sounds fun, but
The
That's
tickets
fun.
will be sold until 7:15. There will be a ticket drawn for a chance to pick the Queen of Hearts. Each week after the drawing, all tickets will be thrown away and ticket sales will start over. The game will continue until someone picks the Queen of Hearts.
Cool.
So the buy-in, it is like a pot that grows.
Yeah.
So like you go to the VFW one week, everybody pays $1 ticket.
If nobody gets it, the pot
Nobody
grows
gets
the
it,
next
the
week.
pot keeps it growing.
That's pretty
Some
cool.
of these
And
go
you-
on for a long time.
And you get lottoed to draw,
Get lottoed to draw, and then you have to draw the Queen of Hearts.
and only
So
one
there's-
person draws a week.
Yes. That's the way I understood it. Because it's like a ongoing.
Wow, that could drag for
Only one
It
person
does.
draws a week.
It
huh?
goes on for a long, like it'll go to different spots, and that's why it's appealing. Like all of these different, like these small towns will have like VFWs and the Moose Lodge, and it'll be like here one week and at this bar the next. And as the
Neato.
pot grows,
It does sound like fun.
and
See, that's
people go hang out,
yeah.
make a Sunday
Yeah.
afternoon of it.
you're eating, you're having a little drink, you're seeing your neighbors.
Right.
It's fun.
It's a community thing.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay. Good morning, Rizzuto Show.
Good morning.
Team Rizz member Ryan here. I have a lesser of two evils scenario, and I'd appreciate everybody's input. I was asked several months ago to be a groomsman for a friend's wedding, and I'll just leave that out. My girlfriend, who was very close with the bride, was the maid of honor. My daughter was asked to be a flower girl, so the whole family's involved.
Nice.
After a recent falling out, my girlfriend has opted out of her duties and is no longer in the wedding
Oh, boy.
of her own accord. Feeling as she cannot in good conscience attend the wedding, as their friendship is completely questionable now at best. As of writing this, both myself and my daughter are supposed to be in the wedding. My question is this. Am I more of an a-hole to remain in the wedding as a party member, although I have very little skin in this game in terms of friendship with the bride and groom? Or should I pull out of the wedding, being as my girlfriend has justifiably cut ties with the bride to be? Any advice would be appreciated. Thanks, y'all. 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Okay,
Ryan.
so let me get this. Okay, so
Sent from my Samsung
you
smartphone.
don't seem that close to the bride and groom.
Right.
Seems that close to the bride, or maybe he's only a groomsman because his wife was the
That's what I took it as.
maid of honor.
Yeah, you're out.
Yeah, you gotta get out.
Get out.
Not worth it.
Yeah, because you got a relationship on the line here. You're not going to
Right.
be missed.
What, are you
Nobody
gonna go
misses.
to that
You're
by
out.
yourself?
Nobody misses groomsmen. Nobody cares.
No, nobody
It's all
cares.
a
You're out.
blown out thing anyway.
Yeah.
You're out. The kid's out. Everybody's out.
Yeah, just no big deal.
And,
now
and
you have
tell,
a free Saturday.
tell the groom, don't be dirty about it. Be like, hey, we're out.
Yeah, send a gift.
Or don't.
Like, no gift.
You have
Or
a free
don't.
Saturday.
No
Listen,
gift,
I'm just
we're
trying.
out.
I'm just virtue signaling here.
Especially if you feel like, well, they said in the email, didn't they, that
I
it was
wouldn't.
justified? That the woman not wanting to be in it was a justified
Well, that's what he's saying. He's got his gals back. That's all. We don't
Yeah,
know
that's what I'm
what
saying. So if it's not a situation where you're like, hey, I'm not trying to make things worse or pile on, you guys need to figure it out, then
And they got to understand.
you got to bail.
Yeah, they're not going to hold.
You got to understand.
They're not going to hold it against you.
No.
Probably. Chances are they never cared about you in the first place.
You're just
You
a
were an
filler.
add-on.
Yeah, you were a default. Oh, you
Yeah.
got defaulted in there because your gal's a maid of honor.
Yeah.
Hey, good. You know what? Can you give this guy some applause? Congratulations. You got out of this.
Yeah.
Right.
You're out. Freed up your
Saving money.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you, dude.
That's great.
This is good news all around.
Someone just emailed in and said the Queen of Hearts at Lee May Ferries at $50,000. That's how long it's been going on.
How much it cost for a ticket?
It's $1 a ticket to draw. To have a
that's pretty
chance
good.
to draw.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really.
I mean, I'm sure different Queen of Hearts have different buy-ins,
Sure.
but
That's pretty good.
$50K. I'm kind of curious. Once you pull a card, does it go away or does it go back in the deck?
I'm assuming it goes back in the deck.
Jill, let me know.
Yeah, just to make it a 1 out of 54.
I'm assuming it goes back in the deck.
I would think so too.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. We'll come back. We'll give away some stuff. We'll play 3 and 5, okay?
All right.
Monday, 3 and 5. Moon will read you or give you a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win your choice of prizes.
Be warned before you start crying.
Oh, boy.
It's not Tough Tuesday, but it's almost
Well, it's
there.
Monday.
You know what I'm saying? But Tough Tuesday, it's like really tough. This is getting there.
Okay, I'm looking at the categories. It seems very doable.
Oh, okay. I think
I
it's
think it seems
tougher.
very doable.
Nice.
But Rizz thinks it's easy.
Well, I didn't say easy. I said doable.
Doable.
All right, 2 out of 3 categories right. You win your choice of prizes. We got tickets to go see Ludo next Saturday night, October 26th, over at the pageant. We got tickets to go see Cold War Kids November 11th at the pageant. Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats next Wednesday, the 30th at Shea Fitz. And we got tickets to go see Disturbed March 2nd over at Enterprise Center.
Hey, by the way, on that Disturbed show, Seven Dust.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, 7 Dust and 3 Days Grace. All right, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Remember, no ums or ahs to start your answer. We got the judges here. They seemed all pissed off, so good luck.
She's got tub issues and I've got tennis elbow.
Yeah, it's a mess.
It's a mess.
Dropping the hammer.
Tub and tennis.
All right, straight up 9 o'clock. Monday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. The highways are clear. Your point forecast mostly sunny, high of 80. Right now it's 57 at the Point Studio.
So here we are, way back Pointfest. Goldfinger, everybody.
Shaka.
Yes, yes. And so here's the thing, okay? John, first things first. Seen the band a million times. Phenomenal band. You've changed members here, but now you've got a goddamn all-star team going on with our buddy Mike, and then we've got Phil here and Moon, and it's just...
Phil and Moon.
Phil
You know, it's funny. He's never called me that.
I've never
Never
called
once.
you that ever. And I'm sorry, but
No,
that was
it's
the
fine.
first thing that
It's
popped
his
into my
fault.
head. It's the first thing
Moon
that
was
popped
telling me, because I've known Moon a long time, and I've watched him transition into this amazing frontman of Greek Fire. It's just an incredible transformation that we've made from when I first met him with this like afro out to here, and just like this kid straight out of college. Did you go to college?
No, I did not go to
This
college.
kid straight out of high school.
Changed the lights above us to Halloween theme. It was like on a red thing before for Canada Day.
it's very
Remember we were
nice,
celebrating that? Yeah. And so now it's purple and orange. And you know what? I'm going to make it move here in just a minute. It's on static, but I'll put Chase forward. I'm controlling it on my Trimlight app. Trimlight SEMO, trimlight.semo.com. Innovative patented lighting system that allows you to have permanent exterior lighting professionally installed on your home or your business. This is so good for businesses as well. It eliminates the hassle and worry of hanging lights, for Christmas or holiday lights ever again. If you're like me, you've paid somebody to do it every single year, or you've done it yourself every single year, and you got to replace lights and you got to do this, and it just ends up, if you add it up over the course of the past couple of years, it's probably been a crazy amount of money. And maybe a lot of hassle, too. Maybe falling off ladders or busting up your gutters or something like that. This is perfect for 4th of July parties, Halloween, Thanksgiving, your favorite sports team, you name it. Packed with a lifetime warranty, including that's included in your purchase. Just in case a bulb goes out or something like that, they'll get it replaced. No big deal. Hidden during the holidays, or I'm sorry, hidden during the day and bright during the night. This is perfect for the holidays throughout the year. Financing is even available, so you can get it now and pay later. Easy to operate right from your smartphone. Again, I have the app right here. I mean, you can customize so many different things. Just call them, 573-880-2547. Tell them Moon sent you. Go to the website, or you can even check them out at Trimlight SEMO on Facebook. Again, that website is trimlightsemo.com, TrimLightsemo.com.
We are backstage at Pointfest, and what a day in which this has been already.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Hailstorm.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Hi.
very much.
Hey.
It's great to see you
We're
guys.
our invisible
third member.
Yes,
Hey,
yes, yes.
how you doing?
We're the hail half of Hailstorm.
I have to tell you this, and I know you don't remember this because it's been years and years and years, and I don't even remember how many years at this point. But the very first time that you came through the point, you were on when I was doing mornings at that time.
Yes,
And it really seems like a decade ago, and it might have been.
It might have been. I don't know. Time is very elastic right now.
Absolutely.
It's like it went by like that fast, but it feels like a different lifetime.
It was probably 2009. It was probably the first album cycle.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And we were in the parking lot. And
Absolutely so. Absolutely so. Boy, things have changed mightily.
Yes.
New record is out. All right, we're playing the Steeple right now, which is
thank you guys for
fantastic.
spinning it. Yeah.
But one of the things that I absolutely love about when a band has something new, I'm always amazed when I go see a band right after they have something new, and the guy next to me somehow already knows every freaking word to every. Like, dude, I've listened to this album twice. I don't know how you can, but like. How
Steel Trap, man.
Right? How quickly, when you've got a new record out like you do you start to see non-radio singles getting yelled back at you?
It's pretty incredible. Not only the record wasn't even out a couple days, and we went out on tour, and it was like from the first day, people are singing songs that like I'm having trouble remembering.
You know, it's funny. I was just saying, we don't remember all the lyrics,
and not only that, but there are so many people that have gotten tattoos of the lines of the songs, and I'm like, the album just came out, dude. It's crazy. So
how do you know for sure it's not going to suck? Sure you want to get that tattooed on you? Like,
sure you want that?
It's like, oh, don't worry, I'll just write sucks underneath if I don't like it. I see how it is.
You have the ability to add on, I guess. I suppose. It's so crazy though how that happens, and there have been so many bands in my life. I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many bands I've loved. But I just cannot bring myself to the dedication of some of these folks to getting the tattoo. I mean, like, I love I love The Simpsons more than almost anything in the history of ever.
Yes.
You know, and I have been thinking about a Millhouse tattoo for a very long time, but I can't pull the trigger.
You just can't do it.
So these folks that are like getting lyrics and stuff, I applaud you for being so hardcore.
It's a beautiful thing because likewise, I don't think I would do that for my favorite band. So it makes us feel so incredibly special and throughout everything that we've all been going through for the past couple of years, it's just so nice to like have that fellowship, and I feel like it's even more intense now. Like it's almost like these songs are no longer just this entertainment for people. It's like their lifeblood and something that they need. And so just to be a part of that is amazing.
I think now more than ever, everyone really appreciates being able to go out and see live music again because it was taken away from us.
Even in the rain.
Even in the rain or shine.
Even in the rain.
They're here.
Well, because like you guys know, there is just an exceptional kind of release that you get at a show that cannot be duplicated through any other thing. Just sitting there or standing there and being able to just kind of sit in it is so amazing.
It is. Believe me, we tried to fill that hole with every possible thing.
You can't download that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of bands tried doing virtual shows, and God bless them for entertaining the fans when they couldn't come to shows, but it's definitely not the same.
Yeah, it's nothing like it.
Wasn't
Nothing.
the same.
You can physically feel the gray cloud being lifted from your life when you're at a show.
Yeah.
And it happens with us too. Like we're on stage playing every show like it's going to be stolen from us.
Magic moment.
And it's just beautiful to be able to live in the now.
I feel as though, and I don't know this because I don't know you guys really well, I feel like you would be a very competitive band in a situation like this where you're not going last. I feel as though, because I have, friends in bands that kind of like it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because they kind of like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, you want to see what's going on after this? We'll
Follow
find
that
out.
killer.
You know what I mean? Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. Especially considering that like we've been on a headlining run and a couple of them now and just on this new album cycle. And so I don't know. It's really fun. It's like wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Follow that killer.
Me and
It's great.
Jacoby are in a constant energy battle.
Yes.
See who can bring it harder.
Yes.
And well, he wins every time. Dude, it's insane. Yeah.
So that guy, number of years ago, we're out here interviewing. It's 475 degrees, as it tends to be in St. Louis in the summer. Mid-question, my dude takes his pants off. And then when I had trouble getting back on track with the interview, it just turned into a total disaster, and Jacoby just took it over.
Yeah.
It ended up being a great thing, but for a while I was like, I don't even know where this is going.
It's no longer your interview.
Right?
You knew what you walked into. It is Jacoby.
So a couple weeks ago, Lizzie, I saw you tweet something about today is a day to enjoy your favorite guilty pleasure music or something.
314-843-8000. So if you got your vasectomy done on Friday, you would be back to work today. They do all the vasectomies on Fridays. This way you rest over the weekend, just kick your feet up, watch football, don't break in the yard, not throwing the kids around. Ice yourself down, relax, back to work on Monday. Now, how painful is recovery? Speaking from experience with Dr. Hwatman, South County Urological, minor swelling, discomfort for about a week. The big question guys have, will my sex life be affected? Nope. No change in interest level or ability to do anything. Complications, incidence very low. It does not increase your chance of prostate or testicular cancer. Can it be reversed? I don't know why you'd want to, but yes. Yes, it can be reversed. Does your insurance cover it? Mine did. 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com.
All right, it's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. Big summer show happening. And look, it's my friends, Josh and Tyler from 21 Pilots.
Well, hey.
What's up, dudes?
What's up?
I wonder at how many more times that I interview you guys that we just turn the tables and you interview me. You know what I mean? Because this is literally like 4 or 5 times that we have spoken to each other. I just don't want you getting tired of me.
Actually, would you rather get attacked by 100 chicken-sized horses or one?
All right, guys, let's give away some stuff. All right, we're going to play 3 in 5. So Moon's going to give you guys a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win your choice of prizes. What?
I was just reading a couple of these, and the fact that you were like, yeah, it's middle of the road or whatever.
Well, some of them are.
I'm going to start.
It depends on what order you go
You saw the first one, right?
Yes, I did, yeah. That's good. I'm
Right out of
curious
the
to
gate.
see how people are going to do with that one. Okay. Well, we got Ludo tickets. Ludo next Saturday over at the pageant. We got tickets to go see Cold War Kids. November 11th at the pageant. We got tickets to go see Nathaniel Rateliff. Wednesday night, October 30th, the Chaffetz, and tickets to go see Disturbed. 3 Days Grace and 7 Dust, March 2nd over at Enterprise. All right, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Remember, no ums or ahs to start your answer. All right, let's kick this baby off with Michael in Lake St. Louis. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, everybody.
All right, Michael, are you ready to play?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. 3 in 5.
Okay, Michael, name 3 famous civil rights leaders.
Martin Luther King, Gandhi.
Wow.
Jeff Dye.
Pretty racist.
Abraham Lincoln.
Wow, okay. Swing and a miss. That first one. Next.
Okay, name me 3 fictional detectives.
Scooby-Doo, Matlock.
Oh, man.
Could have done 2
Dang,
other.
Those were good. I was just thinking Sherlock,
Right.
Watson, Inspector Gadget,
Watson.
Tracy.
Could have done Daphne, Fred, Velma out.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Once you were on Scooby-Doo, I'm like, oh, he's about to crush this.
No, he
Just
didn't.
finish the van.
No. Finish the van.
That's what
no.
that's what Rizz meant by doable, I suppose. Still tough.
Yeah, these are hard. These are hard.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
I thought they weren't going to be, but
Justin,
here we are.
Here we are. Justin, hello.
Good morning, Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Rizz.
Thanks, buddy. All right, Justin, here we go.
Name 3 famous movie soundtracks.
Nope. Not even going to try.
Not even going to try.
That's the spirit, bud.
Yep. Justin, no try, Justin. All right, next.
Hey, that hurt.
All right, name 3.
Yeah, Justin.
I didn't call in for this contest to try.
Name 3 illicit drugs.
Weed, opioid, heroin.
Opioid and
Heroin?
heroin is
Oh.
the same, right?
Ooh, weed.
Weed is not illicit.
Is it illicit?
I was looking
Weed
for a
isn't illicit.
cocaine,
Oh.
a
Weed is not
crack.
It's legal
uh,
now.
Even a psilocybin,
I'm not
I mean,
into
is
that
still an
stuff,
illicit.
though.
Well, what are
Lauren?
you into? No, I'm not giving him that. Weed is, I mean,
Out.
weed is
Not a
legalized.
movie guy.
Heroin,
Not a drug guy.
cocaine, ecstasy.
Yeah.
How they get it in here?
PCP.
Yeah, where's your PCPs of the world?
What, Scott?
Nothing.
He's arguing for PCP.
He said
Justice for
Nothing.
PCP.
Nothing. Cody, hello.
Yo, happy birthday, Rizz.
Yo, let's go.
Name 3 famous burial sites.
Gettysburg, Appomattox, and
Ooh,
I don't know.
All right, good pace.
Thought you were about to get dunked on when he said Appomattox.
We-
dude. I'm like,
yeah,
this
we-
guy
we-
just did a windmill
Appomattox.
dunk of burial sites.
We'd have taken Graceland,
Is Appomattox, I know it's the courthouse where,
Cokie Mound.
Pyramids of Giza.
Appomattox is where the Civil War ended. Okay, well, you got it right anyway.
Probably thinking of Arlington.
Next.
That's it.
Yeah, no big deal. Name 3 famous YouTubers.
PewDiePie, you guys, and
Bummer. That was nice of him.
Pandering was going to go a long way if you said anything else after it. I can tell you
Yeah.
that. I'd have given it to you.
Me too.
I needed that today.
Would you have accepted like a Moo Deng, like the little hippo who's on YouTube? I mean, that's famous,
Sure.
right?
Who?
Moo Deng,
Don't look at me.
the
I'm
baby
not-
a hippopotamus.
I'm just the host.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you would love a Moo Deng. She bites people.
Oh, I love that.
She's itty bitty. It's great.
She's very
How do you spell
angry.
that?
MOO space, I believe DENG.
Oh, there it is.
Moo Deng. Take a look.
Oh, look at that thing.
Bites her trainer. So cute.
She's just mad all the time.
Moo Dang
I
being
love that-
absolutely adorable.
How cute is that little thing?
Moo Dang. Meet Moo Dang, the baby pygmy hippo taking the internet by storm. Okay.
Are qualified
Well, now I know.
to make personal health.
About that.
Okay.
You're doing the thriller dance.
Next. Next up is, let me see here, Jason and Fenton. Good morning, Jason. Jason.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Jason, here we go.
Are you ready, Jason?
Yeah, bud.
All right. Name me 3 mythical sea creatures.
Yeah, no.
Mermaids, dude.
Yano. What's a Yano?
King Triton.
How about Ariel?
Sea creature?
Yeah.
Ariel from Little Mermaid. Would that be a mythical sea creature?
Kraken.
Mermaid.
Loch Ness. even
Daryl
though-
Hannah.
see.
Daryl Hannah. All right, next.
Name 3 famous radio hosts.
Moon, Rizz, and TikTok.
He said,
Would have had it. They would have had it.
Would have had it.
Would have had it.
You said, damn it.
Has anyone gotten anything right?
No.
That was the one.
John, hello.
Yeah.
All right, John.
That was a
here we go.
gimme.
Name 3 famous robots.
Nope.
Next.
Name me 3 gemstones.
Opal, diamond, sapphire.
All
right.
Sapphire.
Good.
A winner.
Well, not a winner.
One correct.
A scorer.
I think that's the first
On the
score.
board.
One person that won.
Yeah,
that has
one
gotten
person that
3.
got a category right.
It's a pointer.
Next.
Name 3.
Nobody won yet.
Yep. Give me the names of 3 people involved in sports scandals.
Pete Rose, O.J. Simpson.
You're on the right
You were
track.
there.
But
You were there.
Okay. Amber.
Good morning, beautiful people.
Good morning. Let's play.
Name me 3 famous women in history.
Amber.
Cleopatra, Cher.
Cher, nice.
Cher.
Nice.
I love
Nice.
it. Hey, topical. She was.
I
abducted.
fainted or whatever. I don't know. I blanked.
A very particular look. I would imagine
Cleopatra.
Cher would play a great Cleopatra.
Yeah. Next.
Okay, name me 3 famous outlaws.
I don't got it.
And goodbye to Amber.
Hi,
She
Amber.
didn't have it. Whoever was helping her
Jesse
didn't have
James.
it. You could hear a male voice whispering.
All right, Melissa. Melissa's going to turn it around. Hello, Melissa.
Happy birthday, Riz.
All right, here we go.
Name me 3 different dances.
Waltz, salsa, two-step.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Okay, next.
Name me 3 specific pieces of armor.
Chest piece.
Save your brain power. You got this.
Armor.
There we go. Armor. I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Helmet, breastplate, shin
Sword.
guards. I mean, a lot of things would kind of mail, chain mail, any of this stuff, I think, right?
I don't LARP.
Sarcasm.
You got this.
Yeah,
Right here.
sarcasm. All right, here we go.
Okay. Name me 3 famous fictional cities.
I don't got it. Sorry, bye.
Hi, Gotham City.
I thought she had it. I thought she was going to come out of it. Metropolis, Gotham City. I got 2, but I'm not
Oz.
playing.
Oz, that's a good one.
Dang.
So it's technically the Emerald City. But
All right,
I'd
one
take
more.
an Oz.
One more. Rafe, 2, 3, or 4?
3, baby.
Okay, Chris and O'Fallon.
How you doing?
All right, Chris.
Hey.
Here we go.
Name 3 famous cocktail drinks.
Cosmo, Martini, Margarita.
Boom. Boom. Next.
Nice.
Name 3 iconic pop songs from the 80s.
Sorry, blanked on that one.
All right. Okay. All right, Chris. Comes down to this. Here we go.
Name. Oh God, dude, I feel terrible. Okay, man. This is the one that's left.
Is it?
Name 3 famous. Name 3 famous playwrights.
Shakespeare, Tom Stoppard, and Sam Shepard.
Okay, we're gonna have to look those up because I don't know.
I know Sam Shepard and Shakespeare. I didn't.
Who was the other one?
Tom Stoppard.
Tom Stoppard, he wrote Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are Dead, and a bunch of others.
Whatever, dude. Great.
Give it to him.
That was his wheelhouse, apparently.
Made something
If you're
up.
gonna rattle that on,
Outstanding.
I don't even know. I don't even want to look it up.
Dang, take the tickets.
All right, Chris. Congratulations. Hang on.
That was impressive.
Very impressive.
I walked right into his wheelhouse, man. That was like a Rosie Perez in letters or foods that start with the letter Q.
It's a quince.
Yep. Tom Stoppard, playwright, screenwriter.
Wow.
Surprisingly, he's going to go see Disturbed.
We got some winners.
What are you
Or a
saying?
winner.
There's not a
No.
no. Okay, lot of crossover.
No, it's in there at all.
Shakespeare and Disturbed.
No.
Yeah, David Draymond.
Dare you?
David Draymond Shakespeare.
How dare you? All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll do some sports. It's 9:21. It is Monday. Traffic and weather. One final look. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Highways are clear. Your point forecast mostly sunny. High of 80 right now. It's 57 at the Point Studio.
This is King Scott, Ways of the Blades. Today I'm going to teach you swords. First, you want to start with the Holiday Special, the great way to start an attack. They'll never see it coming. Next, you want to use the Festus Backswing, especially if they use the Matthew Perry. Now you want to finish with the Canterbury Slice. It's a great follow-up if they're using the Crom's Delight or the Miniature Poke. Thank you for watching. This is King Scott's Ways of the Blades. Now you know swords.
All right, it's time to head out to Mountaintop Motor Company. Now, you're looking for your next vehicle. You're looking for a car, a truck, a Jeep, van. They got it all over there, and they go across the country, and they bring in the absolute best of the best vehicles. And you can check it out for yourself. Go look at their entire lineup right now at mountaintopmotors.com, and you will see what I'm talking about. I mean, they really are the absolute best. And what I love about it is when you're there, it's a no pressure, it's easy going, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful environment. And like an emailer emailed us and said that he bought a truck there recently, and one of the things he liked was that they had free beer inside the lodge. So it's absolutely fun. It's a great place to go and just experience your next ride. And they can customize any vehicle you want. If you want your truck to get leather seats, wheels, or a new grill, they could do it all there. So when you drive off the lot, you're in the exact vehicle you want. So get the car you want, do it right, and visit the absolute pros. I mean, it's Mountaintop Motor Company. They have over 1,000 5-star reviews for this very reason. mountaintopmotors.com.
All right, so the lead-off interview for Pointfest 2019, my guy Claudio from Coheed and Cambria. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
You know, I believe the last time that you were here, and I so wish that I could have talked to you while that it was happening. Coheed was playing a show at the pageant, and oh my gosh, the hubbub about your hair was on that day, man. Like it was so fascinating to watch some of your fans completely lose their minds about that. And I'm curious from your perspective because, you know, I mean, I know that the music is so important and everything that goes involved in this is such a big deal. And the hair thing to me seems like it would be something that you would be a little uncomfortable with as far as like the direct attention of it all. How do you take it? Do you just think it's kind of a goof and move on with it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was just having a good time. You know, doing this for a living, you don't want to take yourself too seriously. And I know that that's something that a lot of people think with Coheed and its whole like concept and, it's just so inflated. But at the same time, it's like we're really just out here to kind of have a good time, and that was just a way to kill time and just have fun. So
what was amazing to me was that you had made a social media post about it, and then like an hour later, like all of the websites picked up on it. So it was just like social media crazy for a few hours. Like it just really caught fire, and I was like, this is about this man's hair. So I think today, if I'm not mistaken, even though Mastodon is not here, this kind of sort of begins that trek with Mastodon. And when I was reading an interview with you kind of talking about you, both of you guys going out, it was really cool to read and really kind of feel you a bit fanboy out about being able to be on the road with those guys. So this is nothing that's ever happened before. The first time that you've been out on an extended run with them.
Yeah.
But they've been friends with you guys for a while. You've been mutual friends, kind of thing.
So, somewhat. I mean, we've just kind of been in the same circles, and we've seen each other's bands on tour. Like whether it's in festival situation or at NAMM shows or just sort of gatherings. So it just kind of made sense. I mean, both bands being these like kind of progressive rock, things that like, why not? So.
Yeah, one of the things you kind of alluded to it a little bit before, do you obviously have this intricate storyline that's laid out for these records, but I feel as though that you can love these records even if you don't exactly know the ins and outs of the storyline. Are you okay with that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, all the songs are really written from like a personal experience. So right at the creation of them, they're all very real songs. It's just I kind of take them and then kind of translate them into this other piece of fiction so people can experience the music and the stories in another way. But yeah, it's very personal stuff. If you actually like kind of dive into Coheed's music and actually read the lyrics and get in there, I mean, it's really they're basically love songs,
right?
That's all they are. It's like so yeah.
I really appreciated the last time that we had a chance to sit down and talk. You guys had just released the record that broke out of the storyline, and kind of did like the one-off because your kid had just been born and all of those kinds of things. And I think that it was very remarkable to see your band to be able to kind of do that. Like kind of jump off, do that record kind of in and of itself as an anomaly, and then come back and kind of get back into things. And I think it says a lot too about the fan base that they are along for the ride, kind of in however you want to do. That's got to be an amazing feeling to have that kind of trust of the fans.
Absolutely. You know, I think they respect us and understand that, you know, again, like the concept stuff was really just a creation. It came about because I had a hard time, you know, singing about myself. You know what I mean? Being the front man of a band and having to sort of wear your heart on your sleeve. That whole sort of idea about telling my own story. I mean, I had a hard time just accepting that, you know, and that's what the concept was there for. It's basically a curtain to hide behind. And, you know, at that moment in time when my son was, you know, all those sort of feelings about him coming into the world, and, you know, it was like, okay, this makes sense. Let's just take a step away from the concept and really allow that experience to sort of take center stage in the record. And to see everybody sort of jump on board and be very accepting of that. Yeah, I mean, it's so great. I mean, you know, to be allowed that flexibility. You know.
It's pretty impressive, and I've never met, one of the things about your band is I've never met a guy or a girl that like are kind of into Coheed. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Like it seems like they are, because I remember the guys that introduced them to me very early on when I worked at a record store, and they were in it to win it and still are to this day. And I think that it's, you know, you do have fan bases that you see kind of ebb and flow, and it seems like you guys just continue to build and build and build. And for a band that is not necessarily super easy to kind of pigeonhole or whatever, I mean, I think that that's an amazing accomplishment.
It's incredible. I mean,
at Foley Dental, Dr. Foley's always getting the latest and greatest when it comes to dental technology. Now, the newest thing she got is the Soleil laser. What is that? That has been a game changer for people with dental anxiety. And it's also a game changer for kids, too. It is a dental laser that replaces the dental drill for certain procedures. It's gentle, it's fast, it's precise, it helps eliminate the need for drills, needles, and numbness after. Almost every patient is able to skip the anesthesia because they do not need it. And the main thing that patients report are feeling some cold, but not the pain. Appointments are faster, virtually no bleeding, and no numbness for like 3 to 4 hours after your appointment. Minimal post-op discomfort has also been talked about. So the big bonus is not having to numb kids. That's the Soleil laser, now available at Foley Dental Group in Glen Carbon, 590 Glen Crossing Road. It's been my dentist for a long time now. FoleyDentalGroup.com, FoleyDentalGroup.com.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ready to roll? We are backstage at Pointfest. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent and Barry from Shinedown. What's up, gentlemen?
Well,
How
hello.
are you?
What's going on? How are you?
It's great to see you. It's great to see you.
Good
First
to
of
see you.
all,
thanks for being cool with us because I was super, super late. I was very, very late. Some things in rock and roll haven't changed. The singers are usually late.
Now listen, if we're going to do it, you are 18 minutes behind. I don't think that that's even late.
Happy birthday, Rizz.
Hey, you know what today is? Today is International Day of Nachos.
Yes.
Today is International Day of Nachos.
I had nachos on Saturday night after my show.
I think I saw a picture.
Me too.
Dude, it was the best. I was at the alley, and I was like, post-show food, burned like 900 calories dancing, my Apple Watch. I scarfed those nachos down. Yes.
I shall not be tempted. I'm
You
on a
love
mission.
them?
I love nachos so freaking much.
Dude.
I love
Yeah,
chips
but for
and
somebody
dips
with
so much.
finger issues, like things on your finger issues.
I don't like oils and things on my. You talking about like loaded nachos? It's a process.
Yeah. You gotta have a fork.
You
for loaded
you find your
nachos.
places and you're like, ooh, but you're pulling them out by the one little fingertip worth of dry chip.
I went to St. Charles Funny Bone Saturday night. Learn and I were eating nachos at the exact same time because I found out that this place I did not know exists called Extreme Loaded Nachos in the St. Charles, Streets of St. Charles place. It's just a nacho.
Extreme Loaded Nachos.
Dude.
I can't wait.
They had the menu at the comedy club, and I go, where's this place? And they're like, right around the corner. And I'm like,
City of your dreams.
I went in. I got crab rangoon nachos.
Dang.
What does that look like? Like, tell me. It is the crab rangoon
It's
with
like
the nachos?
crab meat, and then the nachos are like these big, thick, like pita chips.
Like wonton chips?
Wonton chips, yes. And then they have the sauce, instead of cheese sauce, it's like the crab
Cream
rangoons,
cheese?
cream cheese sweet. and it has like red chili peppers and sweet chili sauce on it, like the little.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
This was good, awesome. Man. They said it was there. I go, what's the big one? They're like, crab rangoons are most popular. I said, let me do that, and then I got a small one of those and a small one of smash burger nachos. Also good.
Now, do you like on your nachos, like the melted, like shredded cheese, or do you like the liquid
I like
queso stuff?
the nasty, full of God only knows the liquid cheese.
Yep, that's what they had.
I like when I'm okay when the liquid cheese has been on it for so long and so hot that the chip is no longer a chip. It's been eaten by the sauce.
Well, this was great.
Nachos.
Oh, don't even get me started on chicken nachos in a damn hat at Busch Stadium.
Oh yeah, that's what we did.
Nachos and they have a brisket one too.
The
They
last
got
time
a killer brisket.
Yeah, the last time we were at the party patio thing, the Adirondack chairs out there, we got the helmets of the nachos.
nachos
just
and a helmet.
A helmet, not a
smashed
hat.
them.
Helmet nachos.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've missed since being off the bird this year is my shredded chicken nachos.
Yeah.
And I got my, by the way, for my 40th next year at my top secret 40th party, I got the nacho bar.
Yeah, nice. I'm
all
looking forward to that.
confirmed.
Nice.
It's going to be so
jalapenos
cool.
or no?
Yes.
Yeah, you got to go hot, right?
It depends.
I half expected Learn to just pop out of this nacho bar at Extreme
I'm surprised I
Loaded
didn't.
Nachos. I thought it was like Beetlejuice. I could summon her there.
Nachos don't travel though.
No.
I took them home. They kept the sauce separate.
That's what you got to do. You got to.
So
that's smart.
So it was good.
Well, the alley, we got done at like 11:30 or whatever. I'm in my car, band's loading up, and I'm sitting out there on Washington, on their little main street, and they had put all the sauces and the toppings in a, so I
separate container.
Put the chips on my lap, and then I dumped all of the toppings. I looked like a savage. Tim's like, I'm listening to Metallica, and Tim comes over, and he's like, because he drove separate. He's like, I go, get in my car. I'm like, let's just sit here, listen to Metallica, and eat some nachos. And we did. It felt like 1987. It was cool.
At a bar, do you like ordering nachos for the table? I always feel like it's somebody takes too much, somebody takes too many toppings. I like to be very selfish when it comes to nachos.
Yeah, I think it's an individual.
It depends.
I don't like to share.
I mean, I will get it as a meal because I do love them so much. And so when that happens, people do just assume they can just get their little fingers all up in my food.
Really?
Yes.
I would never do that.
I like to force myself to share it. Because
I don't
otherwise,
like it.
otherwise I'll eat the entire thing, and then I eat mine, and I'm like, why did I eat that
But
much?
don't you feel kind of healthy eating nachos?
You got all sorts of hands going in there.
There's a problem.
Chips are like one of the worst things for you.
I know, but I'm like, oh, this isn't like having a big greasy burger.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
It is.
I don't
Exactly.
tell
It
myself.
doesn't feel that way.
Yeah.
The problem sharing nachos is there's a big plate of nachos. Let's just be honest. There's 6 primo bites. Mm-hmm. There's 6 perfectly
with a good ratio of everything
with
on
the
there.
ratio's right, and there's like enough of everything, and you're not trying to like just get a little cheese on the corner because the chip got hidden underneath. One chip got all the sunlight, and this little chip underneath just didn't grow.
One
And you
serving.
pull that out, and you're just like, damn. But you watch somebody take one of those primo bites,
You want to kill them.
you kind of get pissed off
Guys,
about it.
I am Jack Black in Saving Silverman when he and his buddy, his roommate, are eating, and he goes, well, if you pull it out, it's all one nacho. That's me. I will take the top 10 best bites of your nacho stack.
One, goodness gracious, one serving of loaded nachos.
Don't do this to me right now.
Contains between 1,500 and 2,170 calories.
I work so hard.
It depends on what they're loaded with.
Listen,
Yeah.
the breakdown, and this is the average with basic nachos, cheese, all the fix-ins, and a good source of protein.
I can't deal with this.
Is 35% carbs, 50% fat, 14% protein.
You're not eating them for.
Just guacamole on it.
Yeah, that's
You're not
just
eating
adding.
them. You're not eating them for health reasons.
No, I'm going like every other week I'll have like we do it at home. We make nachos at home. Loaded nachos.
You got sour cream. You got all this other crap on there. Cheese.
I won't
the
eat
worst
for
kind
the
of
rest
cheese
of the
for you.
day.
Well, I mean,
How many
Listen,
calories am I supposed
Today
to
doesn't count.
consume?
Today is the International Day of Nachos, so you can enjoy.
Yeah,
guilt-free,
calories don't
okay?
count today.
Calories don't count.
That's right.
All right, here's a quick sports report. All right, Moon, what do we got?
Sports brought to you by 19 Crimes, Snoop Dogg's smoothest silky red blend wine to kick back, relax, and enjoy. City SC gave up 3 goals in the final 18 minutes as it pushed forward for goals, already being down 1-0. It's the last match of the season. Only a better place in the bottom of the table was at stake for City. As they lost 4-1 to Minnesota United, will cover the end of the season and the start of the postseason with tomorrow's Soccer 101 podcast. Be sure to subscribe wherever you subscribe to podcasts. McSorley and Joyner scored for St. Louis City 2 in the come-from-behind 2-1 win over LAFC in their first round of the MLS Next Pro playoffs on Sunday. With that, City 2 advances to the Western Conference semifinal, and we'll find out on Tuesday who they play. MLS Pro Next Pro uses a system where the higher-rated teams get to pick who they want to play in each round. City 2 is number 2 seed in the West. The draft for the next round will be held Tuesday. Brady Cook was taken down by a tackle that landed on his ankle. He then limped off straight for the Mizzou, right to the hospital, the locker room. Yeah, and then they put him in a van, and they had to sneak him through all the traffic and through all the tailgaters and everything to get to the hospital. So he disappeared around 11:16 a.m. 12:50 p.m., the team officially designated Cook as unlikely to return. And then at 1:37, the guy came back, trailing 17-6 at 2:38. Number 19 Missouri, which is 6-1, completed its comeback and beat Auburn in a remarkable display of resilience shown by a player that's already known for his toughness. Pretty awesome, cool comeback,
story.
Big Mizzou win, very awesome.
I think Mizzou is now number 21. They went down 2 spots, but in the AP top 25, they're slid down to 2021.
I figured that would help them get further up. That's weird.
Yeah,
No.
Auburn's not doing very well.
Auburn's not rated. Not
yeah,
ranked.
they're 2-5 right now. Carolina Hurricanes had tied the game 3-3 when Kapanen scored the decisive goal, and the Blues held on from there. The goaltender, Joel Hofer, actually capped a 37-save performance there in a 4-3 Blues win on Saturday. And in the Pick'em Challenge, we sucked again. We didn't suck too bad.
We didn't.
Listen, we have to be awesome, and we're not being awesome. This is a big fat turd. There is no polishing it. It's just sitting on the sidewalk, and its name is the Rizz Show and the Pick'em Challenge. We're losing 49-47 overall. In the room, Rafe won the week with 11, King Scott with 10, Rizz right behind him with 10, and then me and Lauren are tied for last with 8. We both have different picks. We have the same
For
pick.
one of the games tonight.
Yeah, I have the Bucks, and she has the whoever else.
Ravens.
I have the Ravens.
So if the Ravens win, Learn wins. If the Bucks win, and by win I mean does not lose.
Yes.
I haven't lost yet. This would be what loss for you, Learn?
I would be getting shot 4 times tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness.
The Buccaneers are very banged up. A lot of injuries. It's looking good for you.
The
Well,
Ravens are a
that's good.
3.5-point favorite, just so you know.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Buccaneers have like 9 starters out.
Go Buccaneers.
They're in Tampa Bay, though.
They are in Tampa.
That's right.
But Mike Evans isn't playing.
They just
key
got hit with a
position players.
hurricane.
Listen, they're scary pirates, and I think a bird is not going to be able to
You're
beat
not
a scary
wrong.
pirate.
I'm an Edgar Allan Poe fan.
Over the
and
water.
Yes.
Go Ravens.
Both the Raven.
I'm Moon, and that's your sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow. Go Buccaneers. Go Buccaneers.
All right, thank you.
Wake up! Cause when you gotta go on a table, and then you gotta go on a table, and then you gotta sit on a table, and then you trust in my sip and slide. That's System of the Downs. Chop suey.
All right, so here we are, backstage, the Stiefel Theater. Mr. Nathaniel Rateliff, how you doing, sir?
I'm great. I've heard there's been some going back and forth.
Script on their future. If you're on your way to a job you hate, doing what you hate, working with people you hate, do something about it. Imagine transforming your life in 4 months. This is a thing that's achievable. How about a career in technology, a lucrative career in technology? Centric Training. With Centric's accelerated tech program, whether you're into coding or cybersecurity or network administration, they got you covered. In as little as 4 months, not 4 years, you can get the skills you need with hands-on training that sets you up for real-world success. Centric's not just about learning, it's about launching you into a career that's as dynamic and forward-moving as you are. And here's the best part, you choose how to learn. Centric on-site, Centric online, day, evening, flex option. Their flexible learning fits your life. It's not the other way around. With new programs starting all the time, the right moment is whenever you are ready. So change your life. Go to centric.com/Rizz, CENTRIQ.com/Rizz.
What's going on? It's Liv, and I'm in the Four Brothers Mead tent, joined by a few of the members of Papa Roach. How's it going, guys?
I'm great. I'm great. Good to be here. Point Fest again.
Yes, and I know
We're doing it.
You're a Point Fest veteran. This is my first one.
Oh, really?
And the guys were telling me, he's like, you know what? Jacoby one time came over here, took his pants off into the whole interview in his underwear.
Damn, I don't
so
even
you are a
remember that.
bit overdressed.
Damn. It's part of my,
Are we going to roll the clip?
Dude, I got to see this. I totally forgot that.
Apparently it happened.
I know. I do look good with my pants off, though. But, yeah.
That would push ticket sales for tonight.
Totally.
We're so excited that you guys are here. You got Ego Trip.
Yeah, it's out.
It's out. It's incredible. And we were just talking off the interview that I'm from Maine. A lot of snow in Maine, and I gotta say, Swerve is my snowstorm driving jam. Crank it up, and when it's coming down and people are driving all over the road, the perfect song.
That's perfect, for real. I can just imagine seeing all these cars just like
That's exactly how it
careening
goes.
off into the ditch.
Yep. Now,
Yeah.
you guys just released a music video for No Apologies. One steady shot. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that was cool. That was we've been doing it for a little while, and it was great for the tour. We did it pretty much every day, but we picked the best one, and it was like it just the crowd came alive, and it just made for a great show. And
I think we'll do it again tonight.
You do it up.
I mean, we've been doing it every night. We're like, hey, one take music video, let's go.
It's so good. And your brother does it.
Yes, he does all of our content, and it's fun having him on the road. He's not here with us today. It was just like we got 2 shows, so
Yep.
we're playing
Give
here,
him
and then
a
we're
day off. He's family, right?
Yes, he actually works both for us and the Struts that are here today.
That's incredible.
Oh, Luke. The bold, dashing Luke. I think
Okay,
he's
so
awesome.
when's the Papa Roach Struts collab?
I mean, you never know. Maybe
mean,
next album.
See?
We'll see.
You heard it here first. It's happening. Now, speaking of collaborations, one of the biggest songs, what was it, last year, 2 years ago, you teamed up with The Who, the HU, the
Oh, yeah.
Mongolian throat singing band. And out of all the shows I've been to this year, they were so fun. What was it like to work with them?
Oh, it was great. When I first pulled up on the guys, we met each other. I didn't actually meet him before we did the song. I met him after I recorded the song, and I met him on set when we were going to shoot the music video. And none of the fellas speak English.
Nope.
Very super limited.
You know, it's amazing how not that long ago there was such a stigma attached to plastic surgery. Ooh, did you hear Miss Jones up the street? She had some work done. Well, there is no stigma anymore. And we've come so far when it comes to plastic surgery advancements. And we got the best in the business right down the street from this radio station. That's Parkrest Plastic Surgery. They're on New Balance and Creve Coeur. Dr. McGuire, Dr. Kaplan, they've treated patients from around the world. Both have helped lead vital clinical research that's led to major changes in their industry. You have people going to Parkrest to see Dr. Kaplan, to see Dr. McGuire, just to fix the mistakes that other surgeons have made. If you're looking for the mommy makeover, if you're looking to minimize fat and hard to target areas, if you're looking for laser hair removal, or maybe even permanent makeup, they got you. Your first step is to schedule that consultation. You could get all the details on their website, parkcrestplasticsurgery.com. That's parkcrestplasticsurgery.com. It's Rizz, it's Chef Burton backstage at Wayback Point Fest with Vaden and Donnie from the Toadies. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How you doing? Hello, how you doing?
See, this is not that bad. I mean, you guys are from Texas, so this swampiness is all right.
Yes. Oh yeah, we need just fine sweaters. This is sweater weather.
This is old hat for you guys. So.
He took off a cardigan right before we started rolling. Actually, I took off my shirt. That's my sweater.
So you guys were spinning some yarns before we just went on the air here. I mean, do you realize the Point is what, over 25 years old?
Yeah, 25.
Do you remember coming to St. Louis in the mid 90s and playing for the Point or playing for St. Louis?
I don't remember a whole lot in the mid 90s.
Yeah, boy. Yes. Truth right there.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are Point Fest guys from back in the day, man. Way
totally.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Any good memories from St. Louis from back in the day?
Oh, jeez.
You were kidding about the memory, right?
No, it's gone. It's a mashup.
Our first time here, we went and I think my brother got his tongue stuck to the arch because it was during.
Yes, that would happen.
Literally, does that sound? I mean,
That sounds exactly
Like it could have happened?
yeah, no, it did happen. It did happen. No, he put his tongue to the arch and it did get stuck. So it was like during, I think, January. So it was pretty cool.
You know, maybe advice for a younger band up and coming now is maybe write everything down or document everything. Can you imagine the Toadies in the mid to late 90s and there be social media?
No. No, thank you.
No. Do you think that's a decidedly, a disadvantage for bands nowadays? You know, there's no more anonymity.
Only if they want to have kids later
and avoid prison time. Yeah.
That sounds very, very, very familiar.
Yeah.
It really does.
You know, think about the future. I think 50 years into the future, what would you like to see the legacy of the Toadies be?
Oh, geez. Hell, I don't know. I'm just stoked that people still want to see us, man. So, I don't know.
I know it's a tough question.
Yes. I don't know.
The fact that there is a legacy, even, I mean, that would be a good start, right?
With my luck, I'll still be here to see it. So,
Yeah, you would.
All right, for 50 years from now?
Yeah.
Do you guys nowadays, these days, when you're on the road, do you look out and see people that you know have been around for a while and you guys kind of all grew up together? You see those faces out in the crowd?
You see people all over the country that you recognize. And like last night, like there probably will be.
It's Royce Jewelry, ninjabling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show. Engagement rings. My God, there's so many pitfalls. You go to somebody who does not have your best interest in mind, and that sucks because you're going to go in there, you're going to drop a lot of money, and you're going to go, what the hell just happened? Did I just get ripped off? That bad feeling, that pit in your stomach feeling that you know, like, man, something is amiss. That's not the way it is, Moritz Royce Jewelry.
Yeah, and we don't just talk about them on the radio. We really do tell all of our family, all of our friends, anybody that's looking for that guy, you know, like Rizz always likes to say, like, I got a guy. Yep. And it's John Royce and the whole team over there, Dan and everybody. They're just absolutely incredible. They are the experts, and we have absolute confidence that they are the highest quality jewelers on the planet. And you want to make sure that you have confidence that your investment is going to the highest quality piece, your implicit trust in the integrity and expertise of the jeweler, and that's what we have with Moritz Royce. Thank goodness. It's been Rizz's jeweler forever, mine for, 11 years now, and I'll never go anywhere else. Our family will never go anywhere else. Moritz Royce.
What's going on? It's Liv, and I'm in the Four Brothers Mead tent, joined by a few of the members of Papa Roach. How's it going, guys?
I'm great. I'm great. Good to be here. Pointfest again.
Yes, and I know you're a Pointfest veteran. This is my first one.
Oh, really?
And the guys were telling me, he's like, you know what? Jacoby one time came over here, took his pants off into the whole interview in his underwear.
Damn, I don't
so
even
you are
remember
a
that.
bit overdressed.
Damn. It's part of my.
Are we gonna roll the clip?
Dude, I gotta see this. I totally forgot that.
Apparently, it happened.
I know. I do look good with my pants off, though. But yeah,
that would push ticket sales for tonight.
Totally.
We're so excited that you guys are here. You got Ego Trip.
Yeah, it's out.
It's out. It's incredible. And we were just talking off the interview that I'm from Maine. A lot of snow in Maine, and I gotta say, Swerve is my snowstorm driving jam. Crank it up, and when it's coming down and people are driving all over the road, the perfect song.
That's perfect, for real. I can just imagine seeing all these cars just like
that's exactly how it
careening
goes.
off into the ditch.
Yep. Now, you guys just released a music video for No Apologies. One steady shot. Tell me about that.
Yeah. That was cool. We've been doing it for a little while, and it was great for the tour. We did it pretty much every day, but we picked the best one, and it was like the crowd came alive, and it just made for a great show. And
I think we'll do it again tonight.
Do it up.
I mean, we've been doing it every night. We're like, hey, one take music video, let's go.
Yeah. It's so good, and your brother does it.
Yes, he does all of our content, and it's fun having him on the road. He's not here with us today. It was just like we got 2 shows, so
Yep.
we're playing here,
Give him
and then
a
we're
day off. He's family, right?
He actually works both for us and the Struts that are here today.
That's incredible.
Oh, Luke. The bold, dashing Luke. I think
Okay,
he's
so
awesome.
when's the Papa Roach Struts collab?
I mean, you never know.
I
Maybe
mean,
next album.
See?
We'll see.
You heard it here first. It's happening. Now, speaking of collaborations, one of the biggest songs, what was it, last year, 2 years ago, you teamed up with The Who, the HU, the
Oh, yeah.
Mongolian throat singing band. And out of all the shows I've been to this year, they were so fun. What was it like to work with them?
Oh, it was great. When I first pulled up on the guys, we met each other. I didn't actually meet him before we did the song. I met him after I recorded the song, and I met him on set when we were going to shoot the music video. And none of the fellas speak English.
Nope.
Very super limited. And one of the guys in the group has a brother that speaks fluent, and so we had a translator there, and it was just like instant bros.
That's amazing.
Straight up, like it was just like just talking about bands that we had grown up on, and there was just a lot of commonality
Which
in the
is
threads of
wild
music.
to think, because it's such a different culture, and you look at them and they're almost intimidating.
Yeah, absolutely. They're like they're coming to murder us. You know, it's pretty. Their origin story is pretty fascinating too. They are all like classically trained Mongolian throat singers. They went to this music institute in Mongolia, and this old pop star had this idea of how do we, get these young talented people to like do something that can reach the world.
Yeah.
And so they conceptualized the idea for The Who, and then next thing you know, they're touring around the world, and then they got cats like me on their tracks, and
bringing it to the
just,
mainstream.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I love the guys and just good people. So
It's a cool thing to
fun
be a part of.
collaboration.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When I think Papa Roach, ever since you guys really hit the scene, you're always present in the forefront of the scene in one way or another. Like for me, Papa Roach is one of the most consistent things I think in my life.
Goodness, that's fantastic. I'm glad we could be that.
Well, I mean, I think back
Thank
to,
you.
Growing up with you guys. I mean, you guys hit it big, I think, when I was preteen, teenager
All right.
age. And then you guys have the song for WWE Raw.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're there. And I'm a huge, wrestling fan. And then Gravity was huge. And that introduced me to In This Moment. So, like, for me, Papa Roach is one of those, you're always kind of ahead of the game on certain things, certain bands, certain acts. And you're always present. And another thing that's really cool is your presence on TikTok.
Oh yeah, we're dorking out on TikTok.
You were one of the first rock bands that I really saw embrace that platform and have fun with it.
Yeah, I saw Randy from Lamb of God the other day on Instagram. They're like, Randy, your album's coming out today, and your management wants to do a TikTok. He's like, I don't fucking do TikTok. and that was a TikTok, and I'm like, brilliant.
It was great.
Perfect.
But you guys...
An old roof, a damaged roof, or your roof is ugly, you got to call the Happy Roof Company. That should be your first call. If you call today, they're going to have somebody out to look at your issue within 24 hours. Why? Because they are local. Happy Roof Company, headquartered in Sunset Hills, 100% of the market is in the St. Louis and surrounding areas. They're not storm chasers. Again, they're here in St. Louis. When you pick up the phone and call Happy Roof Company, somebody in St. Louis is going to pick up the phone. A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They do residential roofing. They do commercial roofing. Over 50 years combined experience roofing, siding, and gutters. If you're moving, they got great relationships with real estate agents. If you have a damaged roof, they'll work with your insurance company for you. It's the Happy Roof Company, 314-665-3001. That's 314-665-3001. Online at thehappyroof.com. It's the Happy Roof Company that put the happy in happy endings.
There's a big tour, big show coming to St. Louis, April the 1st over at the Chaffetz Arena. And I am very stoked for the very first time to be chatting with Wetzel. You'll be at Chaffetz. It is the Road to El Paso Tour Part 1. And we're playing the song Creeps. And it's really nice to meet you,
Hey, man, I appreciate you having us on. Thank you for jamming the music, dude.
Now, no problem at all. And we got a lot to get to here. But I, as somebody that's kind of new to you and what you do, what was the first music in your life that caught your ear, that made you, that started to like kind of lay the foundation for you being a very passionate music fan?
I would probably have to say Nirvana. You know, I grew up on all kinds of music, and then I found out who Nirvana was in the 8th grade or 7th or 8th grade, and uh, I don't know, man. They kind of grabbed me. You know, Kurt's voice and the way that they put all the music together was it was unlike anything I had ever heard, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I got to do this.
And so was it that record? Was it Nevermind and, you know, In Utero, whatever, Nirvana in general? So that was the one that was like, all right, I want to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I grew up playing music but it was always, you know, country
All
and
right.
stuff like
So
yeah.
then on top of that, when did you oh, sorry to interrupt. I apologize. But so when did you feel like, you know what, I can do music for my life? Like, this is something that I can do. I want to do this. I want to make a living doing this.
Yeah, I think it was more in college. You know, I played and I wrote through high school, played gigs through high school and stuff. But once I got into college, I was like, you know, screw school, you know, I played football for a little bit in school, and I was like, you know, I'm not gonna make it to the NFL. I'm not gonna become a doctor. So why not go get some free beer and you know, make a little money doing it, you know? So
I saw that post I think you made yesterday about your grandma on the Dallas Cowboys. And and I found that to be so funny. So are you a Cowboy fan to this day because of grandma?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like, I think, you know, not even 24 hours after I was born, I was in a cowboy onesie. So yeah, I'm a day one.
That's so awesome, because I remember it was so funny reading that post of yours, because I remember my grandmother also chain smoking what must have been the cheapest cigarettes known to mankind, and then chirping at me about why I even played sports, that I should just be working on my school, and why weren't my grades better. But I could still remember her at her back porch just chain smoking and then yelling at me at the same time.
Lighting one with the other, you know.
which I always thought, like, when I saw my grandparents do that, and I've never wanted to be a smoker, but I was like, man, that's kind of badass.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be, but I thought they were so cool for doing it. So one of your buddies has become a huge fan favorite on our radio station, and that is Jelly Roll. And one of the things that Jelly and I had the opportunity to chat a couple of times, and one of the things that I really like about him and what he's doing, and I think the same goes for you, is that I feel like we get all, and music people, radio people, label people, we get way too into the weeds about genres, about it being this or it being this. And I don't know anybody that just listens to music in those kinds of narrow sort of terms. So honestly, I just love that you guys are bringing a new style, which is all of the styles kind of back to the forefront. I feel like it's just good for all of us as music fans. Am I nuts?
No, you're completely right. You know what Jelly's doing, and you know, and other artists as well, is, you know, it's, as an artist, I feel like you don't want to be labeled as a genre. You know, you kind of want to, you know, just kind of play music, and whatever comes out, you know. And so Jelly's, man, he's killing it, absolutely crushing it. One of my dear friends, you know, but to mix, you know, the country with the rock, with the kind of hip hop, and man, whenever you're able to do that and be versatile like that, man, I think fans really appreciate it, you know, instead of, you know, listening through a record that sounds the exact same all the way through. You have these ups and downs of different styles of music. The fans definitely, you know, can get behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, you're going to be here at the Chaffetz Arena on April the 1st. Also, too, I know that if we ever have you play a show for us and Jelly Roll is around, we need to lock up every golf cart that we can in the in the immediate area. That was one of the best videos. One of the things I wanted to ask you, when you get to a point where you're able to headline a tour and to do arenas, and you're able to choose, I would assume, have some kind of choice in your openers. And in St. Louis, you've got the Cadillac 3 and Dylan Wheeler opening for you. Can you kind of talk about those artists? Because I don't know much about them, and I'm always one to get there for the openers.
Yeah. So Dylan, he's a Texas cat, man. He's leaning more towards the alternative rock, you know, sound. And man, the kid can sing his ass off, man. He's one of my good buddies from Texas. And then Cadillac 3, man, they've been around forever. I don't know if you're familiar with Whiskey Myers at all. They toured around with Whiskey Myers a little bit, kind of
Yes.
the same sound as well. Man, they're a bunch of hard rocking, you know, bad cats, man. And I got to write with Jaron Johnson, their front man. We wrote April Showers together on the new record, El Paso. So I got to spend some time with him, and it just kind of made sense. You know, we like to have a full-on rock show whenever, you know, we're on tour. So it only made sense for them to come on, man. We've been talking about playing some shows together for a while, so it was good to finally get them on tour with us.
When you get to actually sort of tour with a friend or play a couple of shows with a friend, can you sort of kind of talk about, I mean, obviously it's cool because it's your friend and anytime you get to hang out with one, it's awesome. But I mean, can you kind of talk about, because I feel like when you're friends with somebody, then you're kind of on this, you know, you can kind of have a musical sort of thing with them. And it's kind of an adventure almost that you might not know how it ends, but you trust them. So you're along for the ride.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, in a sense, but at the same time, man, you know, like, you know, it's not only just because they're you know, that they're your friend, but you know, I'm in love with the music, you know, and you know,
Skip Law is the proud sponsor of the E Memoriam here on the show, but they're also a really great estate planning law firm. Are you prepared for the unexpected? At the Inskip Law Firm, they specialize in crafting personalized estate plans to protect what matters most to you, from wills and trusts to healthcare directives, powers of attorney, and more. The experienced team ensures your wishes are clear and legally sound, which is very important. Don't leave your legacy or the guardianship of your children to chance. Call us today for a free consultation and take the first step towards peace of mind. And now, between now and October 26th, every estate plan will come with 4 tickets to Glory Pro Wrestling on October 27th at South Broadway Athletic Club, and vouchers good for 4 sandwiches at Central State Sandwiches, located at 1601 Sublet Avenue on the Hill. That's inside of Second Shift Brewing, and that dude is making some killer sandwiches. So you get peace of mind, you get entertainment, and you get fed. I don't know what else you need. Visit www.inskiplaw.com. That's INSKIPLAW.com, or call 314-818-0344. The Inskip Law Firm, your future, our priority.
Look at this. Your dream home. You're renting right now. How about buying a home?
Is it for us? Donnie Fandango is next. Shout out to our different sponsors on our heads this week. Yeah. All 4 of these companies have made very generous donations to Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. We'll start with Moon, and your ad is sponsored by?
Thank you to Woodard Cleaning and Restoration, WOODARD, Woodard Cleaning and Restoration, serving St. Louis for over 75 years, Woodard247.com.
Learn.
Blue Note Roofing. Blue Note Roofing is a BBB-rated, locally owned company committed to customer satisfaction. They have quality workmanship on every job, 23 years of experience, and they are not only skilled in roofing replacement, but also siding, gutters, and more. Contact them at 314-920-5713 or go to Blue Note Roofing, STL.com.
Rafe. Boom. Jeremy Bright, partner of Compass Health Consultants and Healthcare Solutions Team. Jeremy Bright is a local insurance broker that handles individual, family, group, and Medicare markets. Give Jeremy a call or text at 314-724-6922 to get the best service in the industry.
All right, my head sponsored by AccuLevel is your foundation or basement giving you sleepless nights. Proudly serving the greater St. Louis area. Free in-home estimates, financing options, and unmatched customer service. Whether it's stopping basement floods or ensuring your foundation is rock solid, AccuLevel is there to bring you peace of mind. Call today, 866-512-5672, and let them help you create a healthier, worry-free home. That's AccuLevel. Don't forget to check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Moon, what is today's podcast title?
Poke it with a stick 3 times.
Okay. Excellent. All right, what else you got?
Oh, man, December 7th, there's a lot of people that have been emailing over and saying, dude, I'm trying to get balcony tickets for Punk Rock Christmas, but they're like $150 and $180. And that, if you look at underneath that, it says verified resale ticket, which means that the balconies are sold out. But there are plenty of great places to see this show at the pageant. You don't need a balcony seat, and there are plenty of tickets left for the 3 p.m. show, the matinee show, or the 8 p.m. show. So get tickets while they last. December 7th, Punk Rock Christmas.
Coming up.
It's going to be amazing.
Coming up. Learn.
Yeah, follow me at Learn Versus Radio. I'm going to be at 9 Mile Garden this Saturday from 1 to 3. We're going to have the billboard out there to sign. And so if you need details, 1057thepoint.com, or you can follow me on the socials, and I'll keep you abreast.
Rafe.
Follow me at I am Rafe Williams. Come to the Shipwreck Party on Saturday and Friday. I will be at Vices in Redbud. I haven't checked in with him this morning, but I know there were only a handful of tickets left as of Friday. So if you want to come out to Redbud, get your tickets.
Okay. King Scott.
You can follow me at King Scott Rules, and if you guys are looking for something to do on Sunday from 1 to 5 over at my church, St. Louis Family Church out there in the Valley, they're going to have their Big Fall Festival, and it is huge. It's a lot of fun, and I'll get to MC and be a goofball, so it's going to be good. Come hang out.
All right. Thank you, guys. We leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Score $1 Hot Shots tacos, and the Blues score 5 or more goals this year. Get in the game at hotshotsnet.com/blues. From New Baden, Illinois, Kelly Gustin is out. Teamers Member of the Day, and Kelly wants to hear this song. Here it is. We will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Donnie text, Matt.
Energy up.
Rizzuto Show.